One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, that dude Ahman Green, that used to play for the Green Bay Packers a long time ago, maybe beat up the Bears or Vikings or Rams from one standpoint and the other. But now I'm a gamer. I play video games. I stream. I do this podcast. And so I am a gaming enthusiast. All right. So this show is your weekly getaway for the latest news and hottest game releases that we're going to talk about. And we got some fun ones here today. Going to have some in-depth conversations with our special guests. With Akido right here to my right on the screen, talk about some games, talk about some movies, talk about a Netflix series. So good stuff going on. So whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore esports fan, I'll say I don't like to talk in third person. So my Gamers Lounge is the place for you to come hang out, stretch your legs out. We don't really have a couch or anything like that yet, but we're going to have a lounge one day, a legit one. And when that happens, that means you're going to grab your controller, settle in, and join us as we dive into a dynamic world of gaming. Here on today's show, we got special guests in. We got my man Akido. We're checking in from last week, and you're already in the chat talking it up with my guy. I think that is Christopher.
I'm just chatting with everybody. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's Christopher Turner. He's the head coach for esports at Southern University. And
there you go.
When you said Elder Scrolls Esports, now that's hilarious.
It's funny. True. You know, at the beginning of Skyrim, there's that giant that like hits you and launches you like 300 feet in the air. It's hilarious. I'm like, That's like hitting a home run. It's the same thing.
Yeah. I haven't played a lot of Elder Scrolls, so you got to educate me on that one. So that's one you got on me for sure. You know, I know of the series. Very fun series. So how was Christmas? How was the holidays been so far for you, Akido, and chat? You could chime in on this too, chat, as well.
It was cool. I mean, it was one of those things where, like, and I love my family. I do. I'm going to start off by saying that. I love my family, and I love green bean casserole.
We better watch his back. You better watch it back.
Number two. I'm kind of glad it's settling out. I'm just glad it's like, we did our thing. Now I can go back and do my thing. You know,
you mean gaming and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's cool, like the traveling, the food, the people, the hustle, the bustle, the festivities. My half lit whack Christmas tree that I threw in the garbage.
Yeah, you told me about that,
dude. Everyone had these nice Christmas trees all lit up and everything, and ours was like I sent a picture of my mom. She's like, something's wrong with your tree. I'm like, what do you mean something's wrong with my tree? Right. And I look at the top part and the bottom part aren't lit. You got this one little part in the middle's lit. I'm like, but the star on top is lit too. So I'm like, this is all hooked up right. She's like, well, you'll have to go into each individual bulb. I'm like,
oh, you got to do a Clark Griswold. You had to go all through all the bulbs because that one bulb or that light switch wasn't on.
I wiggled it and it came on a little bit for like, and then I just said, no, I just threw it out.
Gotcha.
And I bought a new tree for like $20 on clearance. So we're done.
Well, for next year, for me in this room, I'm going to get me a tree for my background because I thought about it. I was like, I was streaming. I may have everything else that, I got decor, but I need the festive stuff. Valentine's Day, I'm going to need hearts, which is the next best holiday coming up other than New Year's.
Oh, no.
And then my birthday after that. And then we got Irish St. Patty's Day in March, and then April Fools, So I'm gonna have to do. I got time. 4 months to think about.
We should do like a birthday collab stream or something because we're only 2 days apart.
Yeah, 16th, 14th, Valentine's Day is your birthday. So
you escaped it by 2 days, Ahman. By 2 days, you escaped.
What? No, that means I was born on the perfect day. It's a balanced day. 16 is a multiple of 8. The 8 is the infinite number, so it doesn't get any better than that.
That's what I'm saying. I was on the 14th. That's bad.
Oh.
You escaped it.
What I mean, you said this in chat. We said this in text. Explain the falls of being born on Valentine's Day.
Number one, your homies are gone. They're dead to you on Valentine's
because
Day.
they're in relationships.
They're all in relationships. You're alone already. Ain't nobody hanging out with you. Gifts, forget it. Because you know who they're getting gifts for?
Their girlfriends or boyfriends.
Their girlfriends, right? Cool. Right. So you got no one to hang out with.
All right.
Getting no presents. You want to go out to eat?
Yeah.
You ain't getting no. I'm not waiting.
I can do all that solo. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And like I said, when I was single, when I was single growing up, mind you, it's a little bit different now that I got a fiance.
You got
because then you can at least do stuff and do things together with her.
Right. Yeah.
But like when you're growing up, gamer dude. No.
Hey,
absolutely not.
So you got 2 comments that I like. One is a question. Is Terry saying? He says, "Why can't you hang out with your girlfriend?"
Oh, now I can. Yeah.
Okay, but that's his question. Why can't you? And then our guest already chiming in. She knows the deal. She chimes in and says, "Valentine's Day solo dub best. Eat all the food alone." Hey, I'm not marking that. Hey, that sounds like a good day to me. That's part of my perfect day. Sometimes you got to roll solo. I went to the movies. I started going to the movies solo when I was 10 because my friends would, bail out on me. So I'm about that. I'm about the solo life. So ain't nothing wrong with that.
You're right. And like I said, I would say this to that effect: having a fiance or a gamer, someone that you can game with is great. We just got done going through Split Fiction. It took us like a year.
Hey,
or not Split Fiction.
That's
sorry.
Good quality time.
It takes two.
And that, that takes me right into my next segue into my next question. It was gaming, being gaming as usual for 2046, getting ready for that. But what's your New Year's resolutions, right? And so that's one of my things. Like me and Marie, my wife, definitely gaming a little bit more than we have. We got the setups. We got the setup here. We got downstairs. We got the Switch. So we have been playing Mario Party recently since y'all left. So we've been playing that once or twice a week. So I'm gonna try at least go to twice a week, solid, because then we play our card games on top of that. So there you go. So I like that. I think that's a good thing. So New Year's resolutions, chat, put them in there. Comment on what you want to do for next year, goals for yourself. We're going to hit a little bit of that in this or that. And on that note right there, we're going to head into our first sponsor commercial. Then we come back with our special guest, somebody that was part of the origination of the Gamers Lounge. So see you in a few. All right, let me click this button here. Let me go up here because I got all these new tabs in StreamYard that is way too many right now. Oh, and I passed where I'm supposed to go. All right, here's from our word from our sponsors at Slide Drink. Peace out. Whether you're deep in the digital world or out exploring the great outdoors, Slide Drink keeps the good times rolling. So power up your play with Slide Boost for energy, Slide Chill to relax, and Slide Dream to recover. No matter where your adventures take you, explore with Slide. Refresh, recharge, and repeat. All right, we got a panel up here tonight. Wow, I'm getting old. Today, I got a nice special guest friend of mine that also, like I mentioned before we went off for that quick little break, was part of the original cast and co-host of Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge when it all started back in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I say now, because it's cold and it's like snowstorming up there. My mother-in-law is telling Marie it seems like probably 8 inches of snow up there in Green Bay, and you're just south Acado, so you're missing it. So, but on that note, I'd like to bring in our special guest, Nyxi. We met her and her then boyfriend, fiance / now husband, met in Green Bay, and was part of another network. True
Yeah.
Gaming Fans Network. Hey, what's up?
TGFN, yeah.
TGFN
In
crew.
5 years now.
Oh,
Over that, I think more than
it's
that.
over. It's more than 5 years.
You always complain about snow. We love snow, so I don't vibe with you on that.
It's not that I'm complaining.
I'm
just putting it out there that that's why I'm in Texas now, where today was a low of 25 and now it's 60.
Listen, I'm gonna keep
like
it as PG as possible, but I'm not a fan of swamp ass, so I would rather have snow and then I don't want to be sweating the whole year 24/7. I'm not interested.
It's all good. We all adults here and in the chat. So it's all good. It's all good. So before we go into it, the questions that we'll barrage you with, Nyxi, we got my first question on the list here real quick, and then we could go into the introduction of what you're doing now and what's up with you. What is your gaming origin story? That means how old were you? What was the game and who was it? Mom, dad, uncle, brother, cousin, fifth remove on your twin side? Who was that got you into gaming?
So it feels like a combo, right? Because my first computer, I don't know, was in like 88 or something. Ooh. And it was like Joust on the Apple II or something.
Ooh, you're in my neighborhood.
Yeah. We are seasoned, if that's the word you want to use.
Yes, thank you. I'm gonna use that. Old. I'm gonna use. Matter of fact, I'm gonna use that for 2026. I'm seasoned.
Seasoned. Yeah. No, but we had an old Nintendo that I guess my family friend had, bypassed a few circuits, and we had like a 250 game cartridge, and so it was a lot of Bomberman, Super Mario, Mappy, stuff like that, so when you couldn't save anything and siblings would run around and trip over cords and then get yelled by my dad.
And it'd be like it's a fight.
Yeah, for sure. So long time ago, but just continued, like my dad used to play, and we used to play alongside with him, and that's been the journey ever since.
Oh man, I'm on Apple II as well, Carmen Sandiego and Oregon Trail. So I know that life.
Oh, Carmen Sandiego.
Yes. That's exactly. That's when it started as well. So so getting the questionings here. Oh, love it. I just love it. Apple II, biggest the Apple II, what people don't realize, that thing was probably as big as the table, your kitchen table, if it was any bigger.
The common one that people go to is the Commodore 64 because they think of that as like the retro one, but the Apple II, that thing took up like the entire desk. Forget about the printers, forget about everything else. Like you had those 3.5-inch floppies where you could fan yourself, Actually, that would work for you now since you live in Texas, but
Facts.
Yeah. Great.
Yep. So the first question here is for those who are just meeting you the first time in the chat, and my man Akido sitting here, the co-host. Who is Nyxi, and what's your role in media and gaming space today?
Okay. Well, I've been in gaming and media for about 20 plus years, like truly in it, including about 10 years publisher side and consulting. And I've been working across host, broadcasting, streaming, live events like Halo Outpost Discovery and stuff like that, handling the ALGS for any esports fan of Apex Legends out there. And so I've been the last 5 years were the publisher side marketing for EA, and where I mostly supported, again, the Apex Legends Global Series on the esports social side. And so I've seen both the creator side of things and the publisher side and how the industry actually runs. That's the short version. Yeah.
Nice. Alan, you got anything you want to drop to her?
Like as far as what would you say your favorite part of working at a company like EA was?
Okay, so that's a really good question. I like that question because you have this idea of what it's going to be like when you finally cross the threshold and work, in the developer side of things. But then you quickly learn everything is risk management, time management, and how efficiently you can do anything. But my favorite part of it was, I think, just how proven wrong I was by how much everybody cares. You look at these big publishers and everybody loves to immediately get angry. And I get it. I still get mad at EA and I still get mad at big publishers. Like, why'd you do this? Damn it, Microsoft, and stuff like that. But because I just know how many people are working so diligently to make things happen, I have like a respect for the smaller teams that are all working together, kind of like ants in an ant farm, trying to desperately get alignment and push things out to make people happy, and it doesn't always happen. So I respect that, because more often than not, all the ideas don't come to fruition, but the next day they'll still show up to work and still be like, okay, let's try to do something else for the community. Let's try to do something else and make them happy. So everybody always has, like, the majority of people, the right intentions, and they have a good heart about stuff. They really care about what they're doing. So
nice. Yeah, because as gamers, we just see the superficial stuff, like when we download a game or when we put the game in for the first time and we get that instant feedback, like either, oh my God, this game, or oh my God, this game sucks. And we go harder than that in some places. I'm being very PG or nice. So, but the work behind the scenes, though, is where you find that out, right? Where you find out what's really going on, who's in control, and how it's not even who's in control, it's just who's managing everybody, and how that everybody is matching up with that person who's managing everybody. The production.
I'm definitely not going to be like, oh, it was all sunshine and rainbows. Nah, work is work. Nobody is excited for that. That's why they pay you, because they want people to work. But when you look at, like, the entire matrix of it, like, you have your marketing, your esports, comms, legal, brand, studio, broadcast, partnerships, everybody has to be all hunky-dory, and that's not always the case. And there's a lot of these divisions that will take priority over other ones, and it will snuff out ideas that other people had, and sometimes that's frustrating. But in the end, like, that's the way it is for real-time publishing, because as much as we love what we're trying to do and the product that we're putting out there, or the idea, or supporting our players in esports, in the end, there's stakeholders, and you might not ever meet them, but in the end, that's what pulls the strings, right? Because you try to make chaos shippable. That's the way I would describe it.
That's another one I'm gonna take from you.
Ship chaos.
That's another one I'm gonna take from you. Chaos. But you say chaos.
Making chaos shippable.
Shippable. I like that one. I like that one. So next question here is, what originally pulled you into gaming and media? Was there a defining moment or a project that sparked your motivation to go in that direction?
I think I was having a really good time going live. You guys remember Justin TV? And so then I started going live on Twitch a little bit, and started to get to know, when the ecosystem was a little bit smaller on Twitter, the community managers for Battlefield were just wonderful people. And then, you develop relationships with them. Then I was eventually given the keys to the broadcast stream for when Mixer was a thing, and tried to help with, DLC releases for Battlefield 1, and I just got my foot in the door and just wanted to keep going, especially with, Battlefield being one of, like, my favorite FPSs. So it was a happy turn of events, and me taking advantage of networking as much as I could. Gotcha. It's like, I really want to get into this. I want to be deeper into this. That can't be only broadcasting, and it was nice to deal with people that genuinely wanted their community to grow, and this was right at the boom of Twitter and everything getting pretty crazy, right? So I think it feels like ages ago. It does, but
when you think about it, I can say,
I'm like, oh my God, so long ago.
Oh my God, that was like 5, 6, 7, a long time ago.
But shout out to Dan Mitri and Jeff Braddock. Braddock now runs community management for Skate, and Mitri, he's running the big guns over there, community for Ubisoft. So they were the Battlefield, community managers. And when there was still platoons, and everybody was excited to make logos and
So a game we fancy this on Ahman Green TV, and NIL TV Esports is the other channel. I'm growing as well. So we played a lot of Battlefield 6. I'll just say the flat jacket does no help. Just 2 shots and you're good. You're done. So that's the realism I feel playing that game. So it makes me be more camper-ish, which I'm already a camper. Come to Call of Duty.
Because you snipe a lot? You like sniping, or you're just afraid to be, like, aggro? What is it? Talk to me.
I just like to be a camper because nobody else likes to be a camper. That's So, and I snipe. So there you go. I do snipe. But you see the guy rubbing his face right there. Go ahead, answer.
I'm on his side. No, 100%. Whatever he's about to say, I agree.
Please say it, Akado. You can explain. You can give feedback, please.
this is one of those things where I'm on the spot, and it's like, do you? Actually...
you posturing in your seat, your faces,
okay,
and all that.
Look,
so we got to hear from you.
It's one of those things where we let it happen, and then we acknowledge it's happening.
I like how he says we let it happen,
and then we deliver the consequence for it happening.
But I succeed at it though,
and he does succeed. But if you're still there, you gotta curb it. You know what I mean? So like if I see him, like I'm like I'll peek around the corner, like what do we have here? Bap bap bap, or you'll go around the back, like I see you, like like just acknowledge it.
Are you nomadic in camping? Or are you just same spot all the time, and then you're like, why am I dying? Like which one?
I was nomadic. I was sediment first, where I was just in one spot, but then I had to start nomadic, like you said, around the map with these guys because they're good. And I take time to warm up because I'm seasoned, right? I take time to warm up. So as me being seasoned, it takes a good 30. If I don't do a warm up before stream or before we go live or before we play, it takes me a good 45 minutes to get in the groove. So
you're the person that I would turn on lobby chat for, just to tell them, what the hell are you still doing there? We need to kill people. Get up.
No, now I get into action now. I get into action. Now I know that when we're playing, we have the what's the name of? I guess it's
Pros versus Joes.
No. When we do them, what's the job? Like if we doing search and destroy or control or domination, like I know the initiative. Yes. UPTFO.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm in the spot getting the time for domination or control or whatever. So when it comes to that,
objectives,
objective. That's what I was trying to say. Objective.
So you're not a camper then. You're more conservative. You're not as aggressive.
Thank you. Which is weird because I from my background, you would think I'd be over aggressive, which I'm not, which I can't be because I understand this game.
Yeah, always keeping me on my toes. That's it.
All right.
It depends on if it's a 1v1 or if we're objective playing.
Yep. So there you go. All right. Next question popping up here is, how would you describe your personal experience brand? I'm sorry. How would you describe your personal brand today compared to when you first started as a streamer? Because you were on Mixer, on one of the stream Mixers. I was on there too for like a hot second. So if you can explain that to the chat here. And,
it was a Twitch Mixer. Twitch for 2 minutes because then I got scooped up by EA, I guess.
Right.
From a brand perspective, I don't know. I guess I'm very no BS, but still very inclusive. I think I tried to make everyone feel like they're welcome, and everybody should be welcome. But I also have a zero tolerance for ass clowns, so I don't.
Okay. I love it.
I don't appreciate anybody coming in and just being an ass. So for me, like, just be a good human, and that's it. You're welcome. And try to be very open in participation. So if somebody, hey, do you have space to play? Absolutely, no problem. Like I've learned a lot of things off of people playing with them, and they've learned a lot, playing with me because I feel like I am decently apt at first-person shooters, but I feel like a lot of it is contingency planning too, because this landscape quickly changes so much. And just 5 years that I was at EA, I watched it go up and down and take different forms. So a long time ago, and I say a long time ago because anything pre-COVID to me feels like an eternity, but
a lifetime, right?
It does feel like a lifetime ago. But you used to be able to go live and build your platform and your brand and your community by going live. Now it's the opposite. Now you have to create content and pull from the content to bring you to your live. So
welcome to my world. I know that world.
I mean, I've been there. So even though it was a break from creating content while I was on the dev side of stuff, it was pretty much still an eye on how everything was evolving. I try to be myself. I get very exhausted if things become performative. I know a lot of people try to, that they have their shtick, and that's totally fine. I respect that. You do what you got to do to make money and put food on the table. But eventually, you're going to be mentally fried if you keep trying to put on this performance every time you go live. Just be yourself. It's a lot easier to click with people too.
100% agree. That's what I say off stream. That's what our conversations are about. Just being us, and I tell Alan all the time, because when he first joined, of course, people just want to go into, oh my God, this is Ahman Green. I'm working with him. I'm like, dude, don't think that. I'm just another dude. Hey,
That makes me think of when like you hit me up on Twitter. Remember to start the whole
yes,
TGFN things we were trying that,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I didn't know who you were. I was like,
yeah. But it was
all I
Jake.
saw was
It was
a check mark, and this was
right,
before you could buy your check marks. So
right.
all I saw was a verification check mark, and I saw, hey, do you have? I don't even remember what you asked me. It had something to do with like a gaming paragraph, like interested to
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah. And I turned and I look at Jake and I go, fuck's Amon Green? I'm like, who's that?
Right,
And he immediately drops like the wiki. Amon Green, all-time leading rusher of the Green Bay Packers. I was like, well, anyway.
right.
And I was like, oh, cool. Sorry, don't know him.
And that is all fine. And that's what I try. That's my biggest thing. What you guys say, Agado?
No, that was me. That was my exact same reaction.
Yeah.
Like verbatim.
And I tell people this, like, dude, we are just, I mean, even we did something extraordinary. We did something way different at the highest level of what we put our goals to, right? And our minds to get it done. But at the end of the day, oh my God, we're just regular dudes that either I say I'm the most normal of any professional. I'll say football. I'm not basketball, I'm not baseball, but I do, we're on the same level as professional, but I'll just talk with my football brethren. Among them, I'm the most normal that you would meet that actually will sit here on the podcast.
Are we allowed to vote on this, or is this is your self-declaration? I'm just
I would say, you can vote on it. I'm not scared because I know I've been real. Yeah, I know I've been real from the jump. But yeah, it's just that world where everybody knows us. We don't know nobody. You know what I'm saying? The people that fan for us, that are supporters of us, that are there, for an autograph, or they're just to talk. But sometimes they don't understand that, like, we're just as nervous and anxious and, hey, I'm ready. I can't wait to get out of here. Like, type of situation. I'll be at an event and everybody will be like, catering to me. Hey, Ahman, you want this water bottle? I'm like, no, I'm not thirsty. It's like 50 degrees outside. I'm barely sweating right now, so I'm good to go. Don't go.
I have to admit though, like, you do have a very nice, genuine sense of humility. You're not walking around being like, I'm Ahman, beating your chest or trying to be arrogant about shit. You've always been really chill and really easy to talk to. You know what I mean? So I guess if that's what you mean by normal, I will agree with you.
Yes, that's what I mean by normal. That's what I mean by normal. So, but yeah, all right, and that's why we was the one able to work together, and you learn things, I learned things, and now you're where you're at, right? So we got a couple more questions here for you, and then I want to get into I got some rapid fire for you, some fun stuff. All right, but question here, serious hitting question here. So as a woman in gaming and media and in the industry, what's been the progress you've seen, and where does this industry still need to grow for involving, having women in the industry that you're in?
I just think that there needs to be more women in leadership positions because from the perspective of, sure, let's say I only speak from EA perspective. Correct. I wouldn't say we were at 50-50. I would say that was incorrect, but we were very close to having like a good amount of almost an equality amount of people that were women, that identified as women, that were hired, right? But if all we're doing is the grunt work and we're not making decisions, then at the end, what difference does that make? We need to be able to have the ability to put our ideas to the table as well. I think we've grown, but I think there's a lot of work to be done still. And sometimes that's difficult because who wants to take the time that they've taken, 10, 15, 20 years in this industry and step aside to give their role to someone in a different group? They don't do that, Right. So as much as we will be included, I still think there's a lot of work to be done where we can make the decisions as well. Yeah. But from a support standpoint, I would say that EA is a good employer in the sense that there's many different groups that you can join that can give you that support. So whether it's DEI, women, LGBTQIA+, anything like that, they will give you any resources that you need, and they are immediately open for you to give any feedback. Like, hey, this is flagging for me. It's not right, or I've been shut down, or I'm not being given a voice, or they muted my mic, metaphorically. Right.
Yep.
Yeah. But lots of work to be done.
Yeah,
like just because I don't hear go make a sandwich anymore, that's only because I muted the lobby. It doesn't mean that it's really changed. If you're still thinking it and I see it in your eyes, then to me you're still a scumbag. I don't care where you work, kind of thing, So
exactly, I'm there with you on that. I'm glad. I'm glad there is something going on. There is movement going on.
There's movement,
yeah,
but it's slow as hell.
Right, like a snail's pace, unfortunately. And hit another question in this space here. What advice would you give to a woman or a young lady trying to break into the gaming, esports, or even digital media roles that you've been in the space you worked in?
Let's see. I'd say find out what the goal is and work backwards from there. I think
explain that. I like that.
So
break that
if
down.
Your goal is to work, let's say, on the community management side or the social side, look at what your goal is. And when I say work backwards, I mean write down all the steps that you think it will take for you to get there. And instead of starting from the get-go, which is I should reach out to this person and then ask them if they've seen my stuff and then share my portfolio and then start applying, do it the other way around. Start applying, grow your portfolio, and then, do all the LinkedIn stuff, because it's a really oversaturated market. There's a lot of internal red tape and like stakeholder alignments, and I hate using words like that, but you have to be accurate, you have to be consistent, and you have to stand out. And companies like this are opportunistic. If all of a sudden you blew up, that's when they'll reach out to you. Because otherwise, the rest of it is all noise. There's about 2 million other people trying to get your role.
And that's just in the United States.
And that's just in the US. And that's just like the top 2 or 3 publishers, Go indie. There's nothing wrong with indie. Like, indie games are fantastic. Like, go with an indie studio. There's so many studios locally. And sometimes that means, sharing your work without monetary compensation for a little bit. And some people don't want to do that, and that's totally fine too. But if you want to start networking, you need to do something. You need to turn in your work. Because if they don't see work, then what is it an advantage to them?
Right. So. Oh man, that is 100%. Couldn't say it better. Myself, you brought up LinkedIn. So did you say LinkedIn?
I probably did.
Yeah, I probably did. So got a question for that, since it popped up real quick before we move to the rapid fire here. So how can gamers and content creators use LinkedIn differently from traditional corporate professionals that are usually on LinkedIn?
I think that LinkedIn has evolved from it being super professional anyway. It's turned into some weird like AI regurgitation. Everybody has an opinion on how to, make a video, and this is how, like, this short form content and stuff like that.
Correct.
I find that LinkedIn has facets of it that's like a professional 2010s Facebook, right? Where you have a bunch of people that are actually super disconnected with the rest of the world, but have an idea of what they're talking about professionally. And then the other half is just AI regurgitation. But if you want to use it, there are a lot of people in this industry that still use it daily, that still talk about what it's like to be on the inside, that still talk about their operational disciplines and being calm under live publishing conditions and stuff like that. Reach out to them. Like, they're just people. You might get ignored, you might get answered, but you also need practice in how to communicate with people. Same as you need practice doing an interview. Not everybody's fantastic every time they sit down in front of the person that they hope hires them. They need practice at interviews too. So you need practice at sending out messages in a professional capacity as well. Share your work. Make sure you cover your butt. Don't overdo things without signing NDAs. Don't work for free. Unless you, again, want to be on that side of just sharing your stuff, because you'll get some sort of exposure. But there are a lot of vultures too that will try to manipulate you, like any other industry. It's no different. So, but use it or lose it. Same with anything else. Oh, nobody messages me on LinkedIn. Like, how often are you on it? How often do you message people? Why would you expect them to message you if you're not showing any activity? So.
Got a lot of questions answered right there on that response. All right, Alan, you got anything before we go into rapid fire?
I got a question, but I'm like,
go ahead. Don't overthink it.
I'll try.
Don't overthink it, Alan. We know we talked about this.
It has to do with gamer girls overall and the representation with, like, you say you play first person shooters.
Mostly, yes, yeah.
Right, mostly. And you know your shit, right? You've been on this side of the industry. You've been on, on both sides. would you say that the content creators nowadays, right,
Mm-hmm.
with the fake personalities you had briefly mentioned, and like,
Mm-hmm.
the cozy genre and what people expect to see when they, subscribe to for viewership, for, they do it for views, they do it for content. Would you say that has an impact on what people's perception of gamer girls are in the industry today, in a negative or positive way?
Yes, I think it's evolved, but I think it's by design. That's how industries have helped shape it, right? So there's safety and then there's friction, because you have like this harassment tax that you need to pay. And then you have people that may have fallen for this inauthenticity, right? This type of, I'm putting on a shtick and we're being very performative and, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And then that's the same thing, because you got your airhead meatheads too that do, like shirtless Call of Duty, like, and it's like, maybe that gets you subs. But over the course of the last, I'd say a solid like 4 years, humanity no longer has an attention span, and we are very well apt at seeing through bullshit, and you can tell when people are being inauthentic. And so maybe there are people looking for that, and so that's the audience that they retain. But if you stop in front of someone, you'll know within the first 30 seconds that they open their mouth if this person, you vibe with them or not. And from a woman's perspective, or even like any ally perspective, there's behavior, and then there's performance, and then there's authenticity. And if you could find like a middle ground, that would be great, because in the end, you're either streaming because you want companionship or you want to build a community and it has nothing to do with anything financially, or it's all financial. You have to pick which way you're leaning. And if you overdo it on either side, people will see through that and you ain't making any money. Good luck, because nobody wants to pay anybody for anything. And fuck, times are way harder than they were 5 years ago, so it just gets worse and worse.
Right.
But I think it's by
1000%.
design. I think it's by design.
It's a damn good answer.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah.
You're muted.
I say very good answer. And you could tell that she has worked in the space. Okay,
Yeah.
with that answer right there.
No doubt.
And so on that note, we're going to head into some rapid fire. Let's do a little bit of this. We were messing around with this a couple months ago, Nyxi. Alan probably's got a little PTSD from all this, but we're going to start with some applause here to bring rapid fire. Okay. Like, oh no, it's back.
Like, wrong thing again, man.
All right, so we got some rapid fire questions for you here, Nyxi. All right, easy ones, nothing to break the bank, nothing to make you overthink. Maybe one or two, but outside of that, fun. All right, first one up. This is one that's been at it for years. You started with your Gaming Orange story mentioning this part of gaming here. So first one up, console or PC?
I'm gonna say PC. Yeah. Am I supposed to elaborate, or am I just?
No, you can. Yeah, elaborate.
I'm gonna say PC because at this point we're just playing for glorified small computers. Console was something 15 years ago. Console should be nothing right now. And I'm part of the community champions for Xbox, and I don't want to get smacked on any wrists or anything like that. But you're just paying for a locked PC. Put your money aside and buy a decent computer.
Oh, nice.
Unless you want like the Xbox in the living room, I got that going on, but I'm PC.
We got Nintendo.
Yeah. But I'm still using controller though. So
if you got a Samsung, you got an Xbox everywhere.
You're not wrong though. That's 1000% valid.
All right, PC all the way. Next one for you here: content creation or behind the scenes production, and you've done both. So
I would say it's the same thing. Unless you have a team of people doing the BTS for you, you are producing content and behind the scenes and doing the marketing. You're a jack of all trades.
Yes, you are. But you live both. So which one would you go with? Which one you would actually choose if you had to make a choice?
I'd say behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Yeah, I like that too. I like that. I like the work. What is it? I love the process. That's where I'm at. Just like in football, because the weight room, the conditioning, running hills, and going to the beach and not going to the beach for normal beach stuff, going to the beach to work out in the sand. That was me. So I love the process, because all that behind the scenes got me ready on Sundays or Friday nights or Saturdays when I was in college, high school, and NFL. So I like that. All right, next one up. Career tip. Let me see. Career tip you wish you learned sooner.
You will never do anything perfect if you are not the one that defines what perfect is.
That's deep.
I know, I didn't mean to be
That's
that deep,
deep.
but
No,
that's the shortest way I can answer it.
Deep.
There is no way you can make everybody happy, basically.
You sound like a
cannot
Jedi
deliver
there.
perfection if you're not the one that set the standard for it. So if you think that something you're going to deliver is perfect, but the other person doesn't look at perfect the same way, then you're never going to meet up to it. And you should be okay with being like 80%, 90% happy, because the wheels need to keep turning. And if people just have to wait for you all the time, that's not good either.
No, because you don't want to get catered. You become catered to then. And that's not growth. You're not growing in that aspect of it. Love it. Next one up. One game that influenced you the most growing up.
The most growing up. See, damn. What is growing up? Give me a window. You mean like preteens or like?
I would say when that age, when your dad came in with the PC to then your 20s, in that range. So about 15-year range.
Okay. I'm going to go with, oh man, it's so hard.
You could think, Alan, what about you?
Halo 3, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Halo 3 was that turning point.
Oh, you said Halo 3 and Battlefront 2? Okay.
It was that turning point, because it was around then that I realized A, what DLC was, B, what online multiplayer was, and just meeting friends, C, shame and just getting teabagged and getting introduced to.
We call that corporal squats.
Right.
Oh, I like that.
I mean,
you give me so much that I could use later on in 2026.
It was, yeah.
That puts some hair on your chest.
Yeah, that's a great game.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with, like, I love my Halo and this and that, but I mean, for me to be able all of a sudden be immersed in something, I have to say GoldenEye.
Okay.
Me too. So Halo, GoldenEye, bingo.
Yeah.
And mine didn't come from a place of that I was good at it. I was very trash at it. But like I just said, I love the process. Like, I knew I was going to get better just because I knew all my teammates, because it was all my football teammates I was playing with in college. And they were all trash to, oh, man, you suck. Your target practice. You know, they call me, was it TP? What's up, TP? I'm like, whatever. I'm going to get good, though. Watch. And then I kept saying that. And then finally we threw in Halo. And I was playing that more than I played GoldenEye. And they found out real fast. They was like, oh, my God. I don't want to play against you. No. We're going to play this game. We're going to play this game.
Who's TP now? Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Now. All right. So, yeah, definitely love it. All right. Last one of the rapid fire here is one platform everyone is gaming should be using better right now. Let me say that again. One platform everyone in gaming should be using better right now.
Are you saying like social platform, or are you talking about like gaming platform?
I would say gaming platform. That
they should be using better. The way I'm interpreting this, I would just say the Xbox Ultimate allows you to use an Xbox app, right, for you to play stuff. Get your points in. Take advantage of Microsoft points. Take advantage of getting discounts when it's time to like get your game pass going on or anything like that. And I'm not like a huge super fan, but I've had to succumb to accepting the reality of subscription-based stuff. But you do get a good bang for your buck when it comes to Game Pass Ultimate on PC.
Right. And
especially when it comes to cross-plat stuff.
Yeah, we've talked about that in length here on the Gamers Lounge. Prices going up and down, and Game Pass or Steam or wherever you're trying to get a deal to buy a game or get the DLC maybe you have to pay for. Whatever.
Oh, and right now Epic's doing all their free games, right? So every day you sign in, you get a free game. And so that's a nice way to build your library if you're ever like...
I did not know that.
Yeah.
You should mention that, Akino, that I missed that.
I might have forgot. I got cassette.
No, it's all good.
Hogwarts.
No,
I mentioned Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, you did say that, but it didn't click. And I'm playing that right now on the Gamers Lounge.
Yeah, they gave that one out for free. Cassette Beast, Eternites.
You know, I got somebody did drop that in the DM. Somebody did say that in the DM about Hogwarts Legacy. I did see that in my general probably like a week ago. It just didn't click. Like it was for every game, but just that one. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a good way to take advantage. They usually do their deals of the week, which is normal, but during the holidays they have like free games every couple days. Like right now I think it's like Chivalry or Chivalry 2 or something like that. And it's a fun way for you to be able to like explore different games that you didn't think you were gonna touch, save some money since we can all put an extra few bucks in our pockets,
always,
whenever we can. Yeah.
Always. Yes, we got to do that.
Yeah, it is the Chivalry 2.
Got it. All right. So rapid fire it over. So last question here is what do you got coming up in the next couple months, and where can people find you on social media?
Okay. Well, I'm excited for this new year. You can find me on Instagram. I don't use X so much because to me it will always be Twitter. And I have a channel on TikTok called Nyxi Rides where I put all my motovlog content where I ride my motorcycle and make small skits with that. And most of the time it's POVs of Jake and his bike because I'm riding behind him.
You said that's X?
On TikTok, it's Nyxi Rides. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But in January, I go back to school to pursue my degree in broadcast journalism. As you know, I've been in front of the camera, behind the camera. It's just something that I really love doing, and I want to be able to evolve how I cover games, basically. And it's like, why not go back to school? The industry is not hiring anybody right now, which sucks, but why wait, and I could still put in applications if I want. For anybody that doesn't know, they eliminated my role at EA in the month of May. And so how long am I going to try to keep doing something that's not headed anywhere? So I was like, make a decision, time to go back to school. And so I'm excited for that.
That sounds familiar. Well, it's all of us. I'm gonna try to finish my master. Akido got some things on the slate too. So
yeah, I'm going
definitely know that life.
My fiance is going back to school with me. So
that's
there
awesome.
We go. There we go. We just there to better ourselves, right? Continue to growth.
Yeah.
Gotta have it. So on that note, the interview is done. But if you want to stay along with it, we got some good conversational stuff. Like we got quick hit news bites, and we're talking about Avengers Doomsday. I don't know if you're a fan. I know I am. So if you want to stick around, you are welcome to it. And when you got to jump, just let us know. Okay. But we're going to head to a commercial break here from one of our sponsors at Stay Plugged In. So here we go. See you in a few. Looking to turn your passion for gaming into a college opportunity? Stay Plugged In is the premier platform connecting esports players with college programs nationwide. Whether you're grinding on Valorant, Rocket League, or Overwatch, Stay Plugged In gives you the tools to showcase your skills and earn esports scholarships. Don't just play, get recruited. Visit staypluggedin.com and start your journey to the next level today. All right, got your message, so saw that. But here let me hit this right here. Turn this up. I think you said jack of all trades, right? Doing everything behind the scenes here. Here we go. A little karate for you. And it's going to be some karate in this movie when it comes out, basically almost a year to the day. So we got Avengers Doomsday. I did not watch the trailer just so I get my first reaction here on the channel, on the podcast, on the Mind Green TV, on Mind Green's Gamers Lounge here. So Akido, thank you for finding this. Movie comes out, dated December 18th, 2026. So literally to the day, like I mentioned, here is the now preview of Avengers Doomsday. With a little bit of maybe a Captain America in here. We don't know, but here we go. Let's get it on the screen. Boom, and then boom.
Father, all my life, I have answered every call. To honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child. A life untouched by the storm. lends me the strength of the old fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her, not as a warrior, but as warmth, to teach her not battle, but stillness, the kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Ooh, I'm already hyped. Got a warrior. Already gangster. That's it?
Okay.
That's it?
Admittedly, I hadn't watched it either.
There's another. Did you see the other one too that I posted for you?
No. I wanted more.
Well, there's two.
Give me more.
No, give me less.
Give me more.
No.
We do have one more in the Discord. I could play that one. Maybe it's a little different.
It'll tie in.
Gotcha.
And I can explain a little bit what the theories are.
Right.
But it has to do with the Fantastic Four movie that just came out too.
Gotcha. All right, let me look at the same thing.
Which I don't know if either of you both saw.
No.
Which one?
I'm like 3 or 4 movies behind.
Which one are you talking about?
The Fantastic Four movie that just came out?
Yes, I just watched that. So what do I need to know?
Okay. So I'll let you watch the other trailer first.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you.
Got it.
And let's see if you guys can figure it out.
All right. And I might know, but I like to figure things out. I like to try. I like surprises too. So here we go.
It's all a surprise. It's all still a guess, but just...
All right, here's the second trailer that is out right now. So first one, not enough for me. I love that Chris Hemsworth is in it, but here we go. Second trailer up. We got Steve Rogers' Potential. That's the old school motorcycle, and that's what he rides. Oh yeah, that's his face. That's his head shape. He might be older though. He's supposed to be older. Oh yeah. There it is. Okay. Got a kiddo. He did go back in time, right? And stopped. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, but when are they gonna stay dead too, you know?
But that's what I was gonna say.
What'd you say, Nyxi?
I said, when are they gonna stay dead? Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. It's not like he never. So he didn't actually die in either one of those. He's not dead.
He went back to then have a relationship with Peggy.
Right.
So then obviously he could start a family. Obviously, that's
he lived his whole life.
Correct. He lived it 2 lives. Let's just say
he lived 2 lives.
You know,
but we didn't know that he had a kid. And then you got to realize now Thor is adopting a kid. And then also at the end of Fantastic Four, that whole arc and that whole ending scene, the secret scene in 4.
Yep.
Okay. So there we go. And now we also know who Dr. Doom is.
Oh, we already knew that. If you go
right. So this is like a whole multiverse like problem.
Okay. It sounds like it's going to be entertaining regardless. I am in a couple of movies, but for me, it's always been, I've always had a fear of watching any trailers because they divulge too much and I can kind of like assume what's going to happen. And more often than not, I kind of just end up spoiling things for myself, but these are nice teasers.
Yes.
I would have been. Hi, Lady Nova said that there's more teasers than teasers, so I'm super happy about that too.
Yeah. I would have been okay with a little bit more. Just a one scene more. That's it.
I like it because it leaves people to think like what's going to happen, like what the theory is that each one of these children, like, you know, like are he going to go after all of these kids, or you know, are they cornerstones? Somebody mentioned Deadpool and Wolverine because the X-Men are going to get introduced into this too somewhere. I believe people are speculating. And each universe they mentioned in Deadpool and Wolverine, they have their own cornerstone person that's essential to that multiverse or whatever it is.
Once that person is gone.
And once that person is gone. Yeah. So the fact that
problem,
it's a problem.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. But I do like them. Like I said, just I say the first one though. The first one with Thor, I thought that could have added a little bit, maybe 10 more seconds, or I say 20 more seconds. But the second one, because I understand, I watched more of the Captain Americas over and over again, so I know his storyline very well. And then obviously Thor being a god, and then also knowing like real life situations with Chris Hemsworth. He is fighting, I think early onset, either Parkinson's or Alzheimer's or something like that. He found out off camera. So him coming back to be in the role that that is saying a lot to me, because, he's fighting a battle beyond just what he's actually fighting on the screen, So for me, that's dope from him being able to be a part of it again, because I wasn't sure when I saw that announcement when that was made probably a year ago. But for Captain America holding a kid, he was able to accomplish what he wanted to. He got married to Peggy, and then 2 now has started a family. So
there's one more kid too that I forgot about.
What's that?
T'Challa's.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has a little.
I
he has a
thought
little.
you were gonna say Wanda for a second. I was like, she had 2 kids.
Yeah, and did you watch? If you watched the second Black Panther, where his sister was introduced as the Black Panther, because Chadwick Boseman, passed away. So at the end of that, and cutscenes of that, was his girlfriend in the first Black Panther being that she was with child, and he's 5 or 6 years old or something. They all littles right now, but now they're gonna eventually, because this is like I think we're in between phase 6 or 9 of the Marvel universe, and them telling the story that started with Tony Stark back in 2008, 2007. So we're in phase 8 or 9, somewhere in there.
The Steve Rogers one though, immediately, like, my gut feeling immediately gave me dream sequence. Like that is not necessarily
part of the movie,
like what we're looking at. Yeah,
right.
It just gave me like he's dreaming about a better time when he was holding his child, and now kind of thing. And so that's how my brain interpreted it. But
I get it. That makes sense. Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't know that he had a kid.
Right. So that scene right there, says a lot, right? How busy they got when he got there, him and Peggy, right? They got busy working on the family, got married, kid, boom. Or like Nyxi mentioned, we got a dream sequence. This is more than that might get repeated in the movie once it comes out, once we see it in a year or 2, in here. So very cool. Oh, I get my little hairs on the back of my neck, and little 10-year-old Ahman is happy inside right now. Yay, got another movie. It's like when I see a Batman trailer, it's like, oh my God, I can't wait. So
my question is how they're trying to say this, or why didn't you mention none of this when, passing it on to Sam Wilson, if that was the case? That's kind of a big deal.
But he already made his choice though. If you watch between first,
I'm saying like the fact that you had
Winter
a kid,
Soldier and him, and
his kid would have grown up by the time.
True,
he came back.
So if that's a kid back from 1967, 40 something, that kid would be full grown adult, and
or dead.
All those are questions that will get answered when the movie come out. So you're all speculations, right? So don't overthink it, because I see you thinking. I know you're thinking face. Don't overthink it, Akido. Don't do that. All right, just let it roll, and then enjoy the surprise when the movie comes out. Most likely, hopefully, we could be in the same theater watching it, so we could have that conversation afterwards. So all right. So I'm head on to the next segment, but before we do, I want to say thank you to my good friend Nyxi for jumping in.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime when you want to come in. We talked about this right before we went live, that you are on a Call of Duty kick right now. So
yes, yeah, definitely.
We do that here on Mondays and Tuesdays, actually on NIL TV Esports, my other channel that I'm cultivating and developing right now. So we do Monday matchup, which is we do 1v1 little scenarios against each other. And then Tuesday we bring it all together as a big team. We give each other the big team hug. So we play multiplayer, or we play zombie, or we play Warzone as a team. We did the fighting on Monday against each other, then we bring it together, all kiss and make up on
Tuesdays sound like a lot of fun then. I think I would love to join you guys. Thank you for having me. I can be found also if you guys run on PC or anything. I'm sure I'll share my Activision stuff at some point, but just add me on Xbox. My gamer tag is my name. It's Nyxi, NYXI. Been around long enough to be able to secure that one. I appreciate the time, and if you guys have any questions, I'm always open to talking to community folks about anything that they need, any guidance that they need with anything. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and I will take you up on taking another turn around the block over here and showing up on this podcast. You guys are doing a fantastic job, and I will see you soon. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Talk to you later. All right, on that note, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, but then we got also from our sponsors here, we got, I think, Lucid Sound. We got Lucid Sound coming up. So let me get to this Lucid Sound commercial. I might be off camera. I'm not that fast. Just here we go. But here's a word from Lucid Sound.
Level up your game with Lucid Sound, the next evolution in gaming audio. Whether you're Team Xbox or PlayStation, Lucid Sound has you covered with premium wireless headsets for Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and PS4. Hear every step, every shot, and every detail loud and clear. Comfort meets clarity. Game with Lucid Sound.
Oh, what's up? We're back from commercial. Let me see here. If you guys haven't already, I've just gotten done putting all of Nyxi's links and direct links. Make sure you guys go and give her a follow. I'm about to do that as well.
All right, back.
That's when you know you're running back, man. The way that he comes back from the bathroom is insane.
Oh man, great interview there. Good friend Nyxi. But now let's bring up my top 10s for 2025 games I played. That was my favorite. So number 10. RPG, horror game, Doom Dark Ages, y'all. Oh, that game. I gotta finish it. But I played it, loved it. One thing about that game, I started it. I did the last iteration of the game that came out probably like 5-6 years ago before COVID. I played it on Xbox. So this one, I'm playing strictly on PC. So I learned all the little movements and all that for PC. That was my goal for myself. Learn PC gaming, RPG style, right? Because sometimes I know with Call of Duty, when I try to go in there, or Halo, and with the AWS and trying to slide with, using my pinky finger for caps lock and shift gets a little rough. I'll say that. A little rough.
Well, even Nyxi said she uses controllers still, like.
Yeah. And so, but I try to, like, me. I like the process. I'm a glutton for punishment. You know me long enough.
I know it. Just
so
the WSA, and I will say when I downloaded Halo Infinite, and I tried it on the keyboard, I would just try to do it for the mouse. I couldn't believe how easy it was just to click on people and have their heads blow off. I was like, wait a minute, you just click on them.
It does hit a little different. It does.
I'm
like,
oh, okay.
Man, it does hit a little different, man. I was like, what is going on here?
Maybe that'll be a goal for me. I do have Call of Duty and Halo on PC as well, because if you buy the digital Xbox, then you get it on PC. So I haven't installed. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Right. Then the second one, or not second one, number 9 of 10 is the game I beat, another RPG.
Oh, are you supposed to have this up on the screen?
No, I don't have more space. Don't worry about it. We could just talk about it. South of Midnight, the game I played of the young lady whose mom got swept off in her house, and she had to go find her, in the bayou in Louisiana. So many reasons why that game I love. One is where my dad grew up down in South and had a little voodoo accent on it, right? And so that part too, and just her finding out like the background of where her father came from, and found out he was like a script, and scripts are like, or weavers. I'm sorry, a weaver, and weavers are like, they're almost like archangels. Like they help fight against the demons that she was fighting against. And she has her little script, actually her script tool or weapon that fought the demons and stuff like that. So I thought that was a really cool game. And I did finish. Doom Dark Ages, I gotta finish. I think every other game on here I either dominated or I finished it on here on the list. So Doom is the only one I didn't finish. Right. Next game, Madden 26 of my top 10. Of course, I know Akido, you're like, no.
What?
We're gonna get you Madden 27, Madden 26. We're gonna get you gaming. We're gonna get you on it. You're gonna be that. You're gonna be my pupil. You're gonna be my Jedi apprentice in that. Okay. We got T Sang says I'm
already your Jedi apprentice. That's why I'm on the podcast. That's my thing.
So pretty sure Ahman said voodoo, but I thought he said doo-doo. No, I see. Hey, yeah, my sometimes my vernacular comes out wrong, but no, I did say voo with a VOOD.
I feel like I'm doo-doo at Madden. I get treated.
You are learning at Madden. Okay, you're learning at Madden. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Madden makes me feel like I stepped in.
Okay, but a game that we both love. That's why I put it at number 7. Marvel Rivals, the game we both love. We played a lot this year, and you are what's your level rank now on that?
50.
50. I'm like 10, maybe. I need to get my game.
I got a platinum on that game too.
Oh, how'd you a platinum on what?
Marvel Rivals.
Like. All the achievements are done, like certain achievements of the
all done. That was a week. I got like 200 hours in Marvel Rivals.
Does it have a campaign?
No. You just have to learn all the players because there's like what are character specific ones.
Correct.
Like
yeah, and I say that's an easy game to do that for because it's more. No. When I say listen, just let me finish. It's the easy game to do that for because they're comic book characters. Like for me, I'm like, ooh, I get to be Black Panther. Ooh, I get to be Steve Rogers. Ooh, I get to be Mantis. Ooh, I get to be Blade. Like I get to go down the whole comic book list of comic book heroes and villains. Like I'm Loki's my main, right? Loki's my dude. So I know how to use Loki. So
it's fun, but like when you're hunting trophies, it's a little bit different. Only because they have certain things like it's not a trophy anymore. It's an achievement on Xbox.
Right.
But I have to get a triple kill or 3 kills in a row on Empire of Night Central Park with Blade. So those are very specific circumstances.
That's like Halo.
The map barely exactly. It's like Halo. Those multiplayer achievements. Yeah. And those are tricky sometimes. Like 2 for 1 on Halo 3 with the Spartan laser. That's brutal.
That's rough. I remember that one. I think I might have got that one, but it took me forever. Just like probably took you a while.
No, I just convinced 2 9-year-olds just to stand next to each other in the lobby. I was like, "Hey, yo!"
No, you didn't.
Hell, yes, I did. 1000%. I was like, "Hey!"
Oh, you have buddies. Oh, you know what?
Lone wolves.
So you were one of the guys that would do that because I heard about that when I was one time I was achievement hunting on Halo 3 or 2. And somebody said, and I was in the lobby. This is before me streaming. And somebody's like, what are you doing? Or I can't remember if they asked me or I just heard them talking. It's like, hey, man, I got this one achievement. Can you help me out with this? And I'm like, I said, hold up. I didn't say nothing right away. I let him talk. I said, let me hear this whole conversation. He said, all right, man, this is what I got. I need you 2 to go over there and I'm going to throw you a grenade. It was a simple one. It's like 2 with a grenade or something. Yeah. Go over there and I throw the grenade at you so you both can die. And I'm like, I was like, oh, that's what's going on. I'm like, man, I'm trying to real life this thing. They hacking it. They hacking the achievement hunting. I said, man, I could have done that 20. Yeah. I could have been done with this. You couldn't
bring your friends into those lobbies though because they had to be on the opposite team.
Right. Most of the time that was the trick. They would go on the other team and log on another account.
It was hard to get it to pair up that way. You have to. Okay, so there was a way to do it that way. You had to set the region in your Xbox 360 and do a bunch of settings.
Right.
And then everyone get online, get in the party chat, and then press start matchmaking, and all hopefully going at one time, or convince the people in the lobby, be like, hey, I'm achievement hunting. Who needs this? And everyone be like,
they just
I do.
Broadcasting it. So you basically had to broadcast.
You had to broadcast your intentions and hope that the other people would fend off the other people who weren't in on it, or hope the other people would be cool.
See, they doing too much. They doing too much.
Hey.
All right. It worked. Obviously, it worked. So, and then so number 6 on my top 10 favorite games from 2025, Battlefield 6. The realness. Yeah. The realness. When I got hit in my chest that first time with 2 shots and I was down, I said, oh my goodness. This brought me back to when I met an official sniper from the U.S. military, and he described his life. That's the first person that his voice popped in my head. I said, oh my God. I said, this is that realness. That's why you don't run around. Because you know what I asked him too? It was another question I asked him. I said, hey, I play a lot of Call of Duty. For one, it was 2 questions I asked him. I said, do you really play Call of Duty? Because you lived it. You lived the real life. So would you play it? He said, no, I love playing Call of Duty. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Kind of like me and Madden. He's like, yeah. I was like, cool. Second question. Would you, I don't know how to shape. I'll just say this. I'll say the question because I'm like overthinking it now. So I said to him, you don't run around on the terrain and the map when you're staking out or you watching people, right? He's like, no, I'll get shot. I was like, exactly. This is why I camp. I was explaining it. That's why I asked him. I asked the professional about camping in a shooter game. And I was like, he said, hey, camp is the best thing. That's what keeps me alive. I said, bam, that's what I do with Call of Duty and Halo. So I was like,
there's one big difference.
I was like a pro justified camping. There you go.
But you don't respawn in real life.
True. Facts. That's true, right? I'm not taking away the realness from him, but once he said that, me camping in the game was just more justified. He's a professional. He said in a video game it's okay to camp too.
You a sniper, and if you're sniping in real life, that thing, the kickback and the tripod and everything you have to do, you can't even do in Call of Duty. You can run around with a sniper, no problem.
100%. No, you're right on that. But for gameplay sake, he said even in the video game he would camp because you get more kills that way. I said, bam, that's all I needed to know. So Battlefield 6, hey, I love what y'all did with the realness of that game because it really gets you back in that if you are military. But I'm not. I'm football. That's it.
I will say that in Battlefield 6, more rides on you camping and staying alive so that your squad can spawn on you so that way you can turn the tides of a battle.
Yeah.
More than the lone wolf stuff that happens in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like with Battlefield, you're in a whole squad with 4 other dudes in your platoon or whatever else it is.
Oh yeah. Oh,
so if I die, then my other teammates can't spawn on me. If I stay alive, they can spawn on me, and then we can take out, or flank the other team and stuff that way. It's a little bit different,
right?
But
yeah, I'm not denying the realism, right? I'm not denying that.
No, that was just my input on it.
Gotcha,
I'm validating your camping. I'm saying it's better to stay alive so that way we can push.
Right. So next one, number 5 on the list, Pokemon Z to A. Even though you finished it, my guy. But I like it. It's fun. Like games like Pokemon. Another game I was gonna put on this list, but I literally just got it for Christmas. Bubble Bobble. Those are the games that take me really back to when I was 10. A little fun. Replay games, like you die, you could just hit the button and boom, you're right back where into the game. Like kind of Nyxi was talking about with Nintendo, you can't save it back in the day. If you died, that's it. You got to reset back all the way back to A. So Pokemon ZDA, one of the fun games. I know I'm gonna be playing all night tonight from New Year's and through the weekend. And number 4, EA Sports College Football. 26, 25. Actually, when 25 came out last year, I was like, finally. Super excited. They got the bowl situation. Got Dynasty. I'm in Dynasty League. So anybody in the chat on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitch, on X and Instagram. If you want to jump in, we're doing a Dynasty League. If you want to be a part of it, join the Discord. We're going to have that in the chat before the show's over. Jump in that Discord, drop your gamer tag, and I'll send you your invite. Make sure that gamer tag is exactly what it is, because if it's not, it'll be hard to send you an invite, because I tried that the other day, and the name was kind of wonky for the person that was joining that didn't make it in. So this set beast. There's a from Old Hits Chase says they just gave away a cassette beast on Epic the other day. Supposed to be Pokemon-ish, so I'm excited to try it. Okay, nice. Gotcha. Oh, if I said Hits Chase, hopefully I said that name correctly. And number 3 game of the year, even though it didn't come out this year, it's still a game I played a lot, and I will continue to play, is Tekken 8. Fun game. And my Eddie Gordo is getting really good.
It's disgusting.
Oh, hey, we go back and forth too. You got Raven and somebody else down pat.
No, it's not Raven, not for me. I
got
Victor.
Oh, Victor. Is it Victor? Yo, with the gun and the knife. Yeah, he the gun and the sniper rifle. Yeah, you got Victor down. So we battle it out. You can watch.
And then I got Harwang.
Oh, Harang.
I keep butchering these names, man. If I don't play with either one of those two, the only two,
yeah,
I get my butt handed to me either way it go.
Yeah, because I got my 10,000 in Tekken for sure.
I didn't know you had it like that.
I got my 10,000 in Madden.
You even got me with the bear, and you slapped me with the fish and everything.
Well, it's the mechanics of it is all the same per character. You just gotta learn how to put the buttons in. That's it.
Man, some of them bigger characters are slow.
Yeah, some of the big ones like Paul.
Slow.
Remember the one I just posted of us fighting, and I was Paul. And you were.
Do you like your coffee black? And you went out and punched my lights out?
Well, I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, Paul, the big people.
Oh, yeah. Y'all watch the TikTok.
It's on TikTok. Check it out. And then the final 2. And the number 2 is because I finally prestiged in some Call of Duties with Black Ops, Call of Duty 6. Finally prestiged it. Never got close to prestiging. And I think I prestiged 7 times on that. Almost 8. Not the whole.
That was
10.
On
B6, BO6. 6, 7, 8 times, maybe 8, maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm not trying to be. It was up there. It was over 5. I know. It was over 5. That I know. It was between 5 and 8, at least 8. I didn't do 10 yet. I know that. I'm not on J-Big level. I'm not on Akido level, but
nope. Stopping you right there. That's J-Big and Nyxi. That ain't me.
And Nyxi, okay, all right.
Ain't no way. I was right there with you.
And like I said already,
Eeyore
2. Yep, because he's on Arc Raiders. We're about to go on that journey. Arc Raiders on Friday, y'all. If y'all want to join us in the afternoon, maybe and a little Madden on Friday or Saturday. And then the last one, number 1 game of the favorite game to play of the year. Like I said, little 10-year-old of mine be coming out, man, on that airplane playing some Mario Kart Worlds. I unlocked all the tracks at all the way from 50cc all the way to 150cc. I know all the shortcuts. I think I have majority of the vehicles. The only thing I don't have unlocked is all the characters. And I'm trying to figure out how you unlock more characters on there other than using them and then getting them into another where they go to the fast food joint that's on the side of the road. You hit the lunch pail box and then you get another costume and you change into Mario, Sailor Mario, or you go to burger joint Mario, or you fireman Mario. You get all these different costumes. I haven't got all those yet, but I'm close. So those are my top 10 games of my favorite games of the year. And honestly, already starting off for 2026, Hyrule Warriors. I just got that for Christmas. That is about that life. You might want to pick that up, Akido. Hyrule Warriors.
I'm so bad at Zelda. I don't even want to talk about
it. No. It's a fighting game, bro. It's not Zelda as you know it. It's a little different.
I feel like I cannot go through Hyrule Warriors unless I have played Breath of the Wild.
No, you don't have to. No. If you
play lore wise.
Okay.
Lore, I gotta get the lore. I hate that. I hate it.
Little bit.
I feel like you can't really appreciate all this references and stuff. unless you know the lore for it.
A little bit, not a whole lot.
I didn't go through Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I have them both and the DLC.
Right. I think you'd be good without doing that. I think you'd be good.
I've never played a Zelda, period.
That's okay.
No, it's not. That's a terrible thing to say. That's bad. That's really, really bad. Like, I would say I've played Zelda. Like, I have had Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time's on the eShop or Nintendo Switch Online.
Right.
But it's like,
you'll be good.
And I have it on 3DS. It's like, have I done it? No. Do I have it?
It's okay.
Yes.
No, you good. Bad. You have to. No, you'll be good. You'll be good.
It's like Resident Evil. It's a sin. That's a gamer sin.
Only when it's in October and you don't play it. So technically, you don't have to finish Tears of the Kingdom because New Zelda Warriors is a prequel to it. See what I was trying to tell you. See what Terry said, or I'm sorry, Old Hits Chase said.
I guess. Fine. Okay, fine. That's like the Star Wars principle. That's like the Star Wars. That's like watching the prequels before the sequels. Fine.
See, you're overthinking.
Nah, it's $70. I ain't buying nothing.
Oh, it was a Christmas gift, so for me. Anyway, sorry. On that note, we take it to another commercial break. I think we already ran this one, but we'll run it again. And we get into this week in esports history, y'all. Be right back in a few.
Level up your game with Lucid Sound, the next evolution in gaming audio. Whether you're Team Xbox or PlayStation, Lucid Sound has you covered with premium wireless headsets for Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and PS4. Hear every step, every shot, and every detail loud and clear. Comfort meets clarity. Game with Lucid Sound.
Oh, man. So we're back here this week in esports history, December 29th to January 2nd after New Year's Day. So this period, you take a look back at key moments and milestones that shaped esports heading into the new year. And so we go back to 2012 to 2013, January 2013. So CLG.EU parted ways with the Counter Logic Gaming organization in December of 2012, just before the new year, which led to the team joining Evil Geniuses in January of 2013. So you're talking about almost 12 years ago, big changes there. So the next one, smaller year indie tournaments like Knight's Winter Bash 2020, a prize pool of $10,000, and the ESL Open Cup WC3 took place on December 29th, 2020 as well. And then in December of 2024, PUBG Mobile Global Gaming Championship 2024 finals rounded off the year, becoming the fifth most watched event in title's history, with over 985 peak concurrent viewers to watch that. And they say nobody's watching video games on TV or online. Come on now. Here we go. And then in this year of 2025, the Spanish League of Legends domestic league was in a state of transition, opening applications to new teams as it moved from a 10 to 8 participating organizations there. So that just happened here. So new history here for us. All right. And let's head over to this or that. Oh, we got a good one too. This is a holiday one. Let's get to that this or that here.
This or that.
All right, on this or that, we got the Thanksgiving edition, or New Year's. I'm sorry, I said Thanksgiving, didn't I?
You did.
New Year's edition. New Year edition, new choices, gaming style. Here we go. First one up. What you gonna do tonight? Is it gonna be a big party or a small get together?
Small to get together. I'm still
chat
over whatever.
Right. Yeah. You two and Marie here too. So it'll just be us two. I haven't got anything yet. So chat, you could chime in on this too, chat. On YouTube, on LinkedIn, X, Twitch, and on Instagram. Please chime in your answers there.
I'm trying to get polls up for this.
Are you trying to do what?
I'll try to get the polls up for this.
Gotcha. And we had that. Oh, that was Breath of the Wild. Gotcha. He said, yeah. I took a few years before coming back and to finish it. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that in finishing the game. That's why I have backlog busters where I'm playing Harry Potter Legacy. I've owned that for 2 years. So for me, it's gonna be a small get together, and that small get together is gonna be me, my wife, and our 2 dogs, Apollo and Ace, which are like 2 grown ass men anyway, because they're 200 pounds a piece anyway. So just letting you know. Next one on the list. Anybody in the chat? What you doing tonight? Big partying or small get together? Big Willie style or small get together?
I went ahead and added a few extras too.
Yep, and we could do this later tonight because we got Halo coming up after this.
I said podcast. Big party, riding solo, or gaming online.
Ooh, good one here. Next one on the list: watching the ball drop or playing games until midnight. Oh, you could do both. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna be playing video games and watching the ball drop.
I know Marvel Rivals and Fortnite. I think they're having like a New Year's thing.
They gotta be like those are the most social. I say really Fortnite, probably the most social game in video game history right now because they understand what they got to do. Right, get the attention. How Nyxi mentioned, the attention span of today's is blah. It is like 2 seconds, and then people move on to the next thing, and so you can't do that when you're in the Fortnite server because they got from the shooting, builds, no builds. They got racing cars. You can go and play Rock Band in there too, and listen to movies and theaters and listen to a concert. They got everything in there. So watching the ball drop, playing games for me, I could do both. So, but I got to pick one. Let's go playing games. I'm gonna be playing games with the wife, getting on that. It Takes Two. Try to get into that more weekly. And Mario Party too. We got to get the Jamboree. What's the chat talking about here? It says no one else is having a in-game concerts. Right. Fortnite is just taking it to a whole nother level. All right. Next one on the list. Setting your resolutions or setting your intentions, which I kind of feel both are the same, but your resolution is what you're doing for your new year. And I asked that at the start of the show. What is your New Year's resolution? You don't have to. You could give. I say if you don't want to divulge everything, that's okay. I get it. But just say you have them. Just say yes if you got them in the chat. If you say you got some New Year's resolution, that means you're setting yourself up for victory, for a win in 2026 to start off the year and throughout the year. So come next December, you can be like, I talked about this on the podcast, or when Ahman asked me that question on Gamers Lounge back in December 31st. And now this is December 31st, 2026. This is where I'm at and got it done. Boom. You want to be winning. So I want everybody winning for 2026 this year. The Ahman Green, go Green Bay. What's a GGPG? What's that stand for? Your Saver 90. The Ahman Green. What's up, your Saver? How you doing? Thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate you. All right. So you didn't say nothing. Akido.
Me?
Yeah, setting resolution.
I put you can either do setting. I said finishing my backlog.
Okay, finishing your backlog.
No, in all seriousness, I don't know. I mean, like we rolling into it, we're just kind of keeping it going. But I want to start. I would say applying myself more. Like when you're capable of doing things more, and I've just been kind of putting certain things off, just more or less like I should do this. Let's just work on doing it.
Correct. And execution. Execution
of it.
Follow through, right?
Yeah.
All right. Natty's in the chat now. What's up, Natty? Naughty, excuse me. Next one on the list. Fitness goals or mental health goals. We have had these conversations in so many different ways between on this podcast here, on our streams and offline in terms of our friend network, but also out there in the world. I know for fitness goals for me, I got one of my daughters has asked me to do this thing called the High Rocks or the High Rocks. It's kind of like a CrossFit competition. And I've been practicing it so far, and I'm a month into the training because it's not till November. So this time next year, I'll just be wrapping that up. So I'll get everybody. I'm going to start doing a catalog of it. I'm going to start recording some of my workouts for that so you can see that through social media. And then my niece just asked me to do a 10K with her. She lives up in Austin, Texas. So that's a heavy lift because I'm not a long distance guy. I'm a short distance fast guy. Well, I used to be fast. I'm not fast anymore. So maybe the endurance, or maybe I got some endurance now because I'm old.
Yeah.
You know,
you run back and forth from that bathroom so fast.
Yep, that and the stairs. I'll be going downstairs and upstairs.
Dude, like I said,
boom.
you got some speed, but I know you're faster than me. Ahman didn't even give me the choice between mental and fitness.
What?
He just clicked fitness for me.
No, I didn't. No. High Lady Nova says physical goals, which then translate to mental. Boom. I like that. And that's in your household right there. So there you go.
Listen,
I didn't do that. I didn't say that. Oh, wait a minute. I could do that. I don't have to do it. I could do this. Where is it at?
Don't do it.
Where is that?
Don't do it.
Oh, here is it at. Let's do this. Since you're gonna be working out, you're gonna be doing this.
That's not what it's going. It's gonna be that. It's like freaking dying on the floor.
No, you're gonna be. It's gonna feel like you're dying, but you're evolving, just like those Pokemons on that game you've been playing. You're evolving, homie. Okay. Next one on the list. Next one and one more after this. Create career growth or creative projects that you're going to accomplish this year. Man, to me, that's both. I'm doing both. I got career growth stuff going on for 2026 that I've already have been planning and working on now. And for creative projects too. Stuff that we're already doing, like this podcast, right? Getting more guests on our show. That's my goal for this show. So that's why we end off December 2025 with a guest. And we already have a hip hop gamer coming up here in a couple weeks. You're going to get him back, even though he's a repeat offender. That's okay. And then get more people who want to. I'm going to start talking, reached out to like Let's Go. My niece, Vienna Valor, looking for the other streamers on this platform to get on here and talk about what they're doing and how they're doing it and what they love about it, what they learn about it. Because we are the Gamers Lounge. That means any gamer from any platform. Even if you game on your tablet, but you stream or whatever, you don't have to be a streamer. You just got somebody that enjoys and has a little bit of enthusiasm for gaming on some level. Even if you're on the phone on your bus ride to school or work, Uber ride to work person, you're a gamer. So I'm a gamer. What's up? Wow, Willow in the house. And then last question for this or that for 2025. And of course, it has to be a gaming one. And this is the one we were just talking about, Akedo. New game releases or backlog cleanup.
That's that New Year's resolution, right?
Exactly. There. I'm on that backlog cleanup because I'm going to finish Doom Dark Ages. I'm playing Hardworks Legacy right now. And I think after Hardworks, it's either going to be Indiana Jones or bring on Pokemon Z to A, put that online and finish that because that is a campaign kind of, right? Akedo, you beat it, right? Z to A, is that the campaign?
Z to A has a campaign, but then they have the DLC, which I do not recommend.
Got you, but okay.
I do recommend it. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to go on record. People are going to get mad at me. Yeah. I do recommend the DLC, but it adds a lot of more chore work and a lot of donuts, and it made me kind of back off.
Virtual donuts. Be clear. Virtual donuts, not real donuts.
It could have been. They did have a collab.
You're going to have people pulling up on Z to A, like where the donuts at. You don't want to get them mad
at it. Pull up on Z to A, you're going to know exactly where the donuts at. That whole DLC is nothing but donuts.
Exactly. So
go watch some videos before you go on then.
Gotcha. Cowboy Naughty goes backlog. Got some Tomb Raider stuff got to get done. Yes, I got a couple Tomb Raiders too, the originals 1 and 2. That are on my Switch.
I got ones in my cart. So I got 1, 2, 3 that came out before 5, 6 are 50% off right now on PlayStation Network. Ooh. And in preparation for the new remix they're coming out with that just got announced at the VGAs. And I got Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and the original reboot. Those were like $14 or something like that. All those Tomb Raiders are on sale on PlayStation.
We might be playing some Tomb Raider this year.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm down for that. And also we get those like my man Hits Chase, Indiana Jones, and then Claire Obscure, of course, Game of the Year.
I do want to finish that this year.
He said he's also working on Harry Potter now too, LOL, which I am too. I'm on Hogwarts Legacy. I was on last night. I'll be on If I'm not on tonight, I'll be on Friday night or Saturday night for sure.
I'm thinking about making.
Oh, we got Halo. We got Halo with Let's Go on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday we do. Yeah,
we got Halo 3. We're gonna campaign that co-op style. Though I've also got a couple of PS2 games running through the emulator. Oh, you gotta tell us those games. I like it. You about that life. I love it. I love it. All right. On that note, we'll take us to a commercial from our friends at Devour Go. Get to the assets here and click that button for assets and boom.
While you game, Devour Go delivers more than just food. It is the next-gen commerce platform bringing seamless ordering into the heart of gaming and entertainment. Skip the app hopping from your computer to the kitchen. Devour Go makes it easy to fuel up without missing a moment. Game on, eat up, Devour Go.
Back on the scene, crispy and clean. We having the best year-end show ever right now. We're on LinkedIn. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch, Mind Greens Gamers Lounge, or Mind Greens TV. We're on X. And we're on Insta or Instagram. See, Insta is what the kids say. Since I'm seasoned, I say Instagram. Or you know what? I just picked up IG. So there you go, because I'm seasoned. Also,
you're gonna do like a whole AGIG thing?
Yeah, AGIG, boom. And also, since I'm seasoned, I go with Twitter sometimes. And instead of saying X, I say Twitter. It's Twitter.
I'm not gonna call them X.
Right. Also, since I'm seasoned, get yourself on LinkedIn. If you got a business, put that business out there. You know, that's what you do. All right, this week in esports history, we got some fun. Or no, video game. I'm sorry, video game. This is video game history now. It's up. So we got going back to January 2nd, which is this Friday, 1972. Man, Magnavox began to develop. They began development of the Odyssey, which eventually became the first commercial home video game console that had a pulse. So there you go, the Odyssey, excuse me. And then December 31st, 2013. And this will probably be the next series we watch for What's on Stream, Akido. So that in that year, day and year, the 31st, back in 2013, Interplay Entertainment delisted Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics from GOG.com to officially transfer the rights to Bethesda Software. So that's when they sold the property over, obviously, to them. So Fallout Series 1 and 2, Season 1 and 2, definitely going to be watching those next on What's on Stream. So after we finish up, we got one more episode on Devil May Cry, and then Devil May Cry Season 2 will be starting up in May. So there you go.
How many episodes were there?
It was only 8. Six, 7. No, 8. I'm on episode 7. So one more episode, it's over. So but that'll be perfect. One more episode next week, and then boom, we'll be into Fallout Season 1. And next you can start watching now. So hint, hint.
Wait, you didn't watch Fallout either?
I watched the first 2 episodes. I haven't finished it. So I did start it though. Boom. All right.
Okay, I should give it a watch. My parents watched it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Mom and dad watched it.
They watched Arcane before I even saw it.
I know. Man, see, your mom and dad gangster, man. They about that gamer life. Gamer TV show life. All right, next one, January 1st, 2006. How old were you, Akido?
2006, I was like, I don't know, 13.
Were you? Nice. So in that year, Nintendo announced, what did they announce that year? In January 1st, 2006.
Good. I got the math right. I just used the calculator. Like, oh.
So Nintendo announced the Nintendo DS Lite came out.
Dude, I wanted that so bad. I got one. I was the happiest kid ever.
Me too. I was a happy 20-year-old. I was 27, 20. Yeah, I was 20. No. I was 29. I was 29 years old then. A big kid. So a slimmer redesign of the original DS hardware. So there you go. All right, that was on January 1st, 06. Then we go down here. We got some classic games. So that was some of the hardware. Here is some of the video games that's coming out in the last 20 some odd years. So December 29th, back in 1999, where you were a little one. You were a little then, buddy. The groundbreaking adventure, if I say this name correct, I'll be lucky. Sin Mew was released in Japan on Sega Dreamcast. If I said SHENMUE. Huh?
Shenmue?
Yeah, Shenmue was released on Shenmue. Am I saying that? I'm trying to say it right. If I'm not, and correct me, please. That came out in December 29th, 1999. December 31st, 1995, I was in Arizona at the Fiesta Bowl. I was 18 years old playing for a national title. So, and that also happened was the original King's Field was released for the PlayStation, marking the start of the franchise that would eventually lead to the creation of Souls series. I don't think I've heard of that game. King's Field? You heard of King's Field? Akido, chat? Anybody?
Sounds vaguely familiar. I'm Googling it.
Yeah, oh my God, traded to PlayStation 2. Yeah.
What is this?
Yep. So it came out December 31st, 1996. The next year, I was in Miami for the Orange Bowl, which we didn't want to be there because we lost in the Big 12. So we were just in there for a Constellation Bowl. But anyway, this video came out then. It was a video game. It's actually a board game called Risk. Saw its official PC release. So the game Risk got adapted to playing on PC, which they have everything on PC now. Monopoly, Uno, what else? Life, the game of Life on your iPhone. You can play it on the tablet and everything. So back in December 31st, next one, December 31st, 1990, I was 13. The Tower of Druaga, I don't know, was released on the Game Boy in Japan. I'm destroying that name. It's spelled Druaga. Druaga. There we go. And then another older one that dates both of us. I'm gonna be 10 years old, and you're not even thought about right this time. Dragon Quest 2 made its debut in Japan on Viacom. So there you go. And some milestones from the years that are most recent. A couple that you were on Earth and walking and talking. Akido, December 30th, 2003, Sonic Heroes was released in Japan on GameCube. And December 31st, 1998, Castlevania, often referred to as Castlevania 64, was released on the Nintendo 64 in 1998. And then also, last one of the day of the year, January 1st, 1990, Akira 3, The Rescue, was released on the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, in North America. Bam. That's our video game history of the week. What you looking up? What's that face for? That's your that's your searching face. That's your searching face.
Okay.
What you
I'm thinking of the other one.
Other what?
That's Akari.
Akari? Did I say that wrong?
Yeah, you said Akira. Akira is the one with the anime of the bike. That's why I was like, wait a minute, they had a game for that?
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, so that was my enunciation was wrong. It's Akari, but it's an I, so that's what made me say Ikari or whatever.
It depends on you're right. It was just Akira is Akira, and then Ikari. It depends. Ikari
3. It was 3 of them, and this was The Rescue.
Yeah.
So that was the video game history of the week. All right, let's head it over to game releases of the week. Let's get to that AI or that audio. I said AI, not the audio. Game releases of the week. Where are you at?
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
That's our dogs downstairs, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, your dogs are so chill, bro.
Yeah, they are. They
don't look it.
They don't look it, but they chill. All right, here. Oops. Let me go here. What? Oh, I got to reconnect everything. Oh, dang it. Boom. All right, get ready for this game release of the week.
Oh, no, you're showing the trailer. You're going to get Steph too hype right now.
Uh-oh. Yes, indeed. I picked it from the top of the list. This was my little 10-year-old Ahman picked this one for everybody in the chat. So here we go.
Hello, everyone.
We got
How have you been?
Animal Crossing New Horizons on Switch 2 edition, y'all. Doesn't get any better than this.
You have no idea how many hours we put into Animal Crossing.
Oh, I can imagine.
No, like you don't understand. Like we were playing Animal Crossing right up until Artie was born. Like we were in the hospital playing Animal Crossing.
No surprise. So it's a DLC down the jaunt road of this game. And you probably could explain more about this game than I can because I've never played it, but I've talked about it several times on the stream here. All right, so in Nintendo Switch game and a free update to the base launch of the game, which will be on January 25th, 2026, only on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Pre-orders are out coming soon. All right, so with the enhanced resolution, mouse controls, as she just mentioned, using the Joy-Con 2 controller, redecorate and expand online play, and more features exclusive to Nintendo Switch. Players can get even more out of the island life in Animal Crossing's New Horizons Switch 2 edition. So there you go. So also, plus a free update is coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons for players on both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch to enjoy. The first free updates. The free updates includes new resort hotel, additional Mobi functionality, collaboration items, updates to online play, and more. So if you can't wait, it's going to be down a couple weeks. January 15, 2026, this game will be dropping out into existence there. So tell us about this life, the Animal Crossing life, Akido.
All right, I'll put it for you real simple. And Steph and other people laugh at me for this because they know what I'm about to say. So the whole premise for Animal Crossing is that there's a dude, there's like a raccoon.
Oh yeah, I remember this story. You said this when you guys were here in October.
There's a raccoon named Tom Nook, and he's got two nephews, Timmy and Tommy. It don't matter which real Animal Crossing universe you're talking about.
Right.
Tom Nook is a crook. And what he does is he swindles you into doing work for him.
So this is the underlying story for you. Everybody that's watching, this is the underlying story of what goes on, what really goes on.
What really goes on
in that Animal Crossing life.
And he gets you to do all this work for him.
Gotcha.
That's basically like the whole gist of the game. The actual game is a cozy sim. And what you do is you basically go around the island, you're planting different fruits. Other animals can come to your island.
And you're like building a community, right?
Right. And your job is to build the community while he sits at his desk and does absolutely nothing. He does absolutely nothing besides charges you for all these things. And as you did a good job.
He's an absent, what is it? God, I can't think of it, but he's like the manager or the owner.
Yeah, he's the manager.
He's an absentee owner. He's an absentee owner.
Basically. Like the whole thing for Animal Crossing New Horizons was it was a deserted island getaway package. That's the name of what he's, what you signed up for.
Right.
And you basically start literally in a tent, getting, fruits and stuff. And then from there you build up to being able to build bridges.
Right.
Like landscaping the entire place. But the cool thing about Animal Crossing is that it's very RNG based, like the different shops and things that happen every day. You can trade with other people. Steph was part of a whole black market thing for Animal Crossing.
Well, hold up, time out. Black market?
It was like Dodo codes. This is actually like a gamer run thing where people help other people out by dropping money on the ground or dropping.
So it's like the thing in Halo, the achievement hunting.
Yeah. It's like that, except for like people have like certain villagers people want, and they'll trade them to other people, or they'll like visit each other so that way other people can get certain villagers from islands. And
so it was some actually good gaming going on because you're helping each other in sort of the way.
Yeah, it's all community driven, and everyone. It's not like competitive or nothing like that.
Right.
Some people will be, I wouldn't say rude, but you don't walk on people's flowers and stuff like this. Etiquette. You don't just go taking people's, there's unspoken rules.
I feel it. Oh, okay.
When people come and visit your island.
You know what? This is gonna be my granddaughter's.
She would love it. Artie would like it. Like it's great for toddlers. Like they'll be like, oh yeah. You can make different shirts. You can, maybe make them a house. You can redesign your other villager's house.
Or in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This is gonna be on the list. This is her first end game.
It's a good game, and they have like the Happy Home Designer DLC, where literally all you do is design other homes for other.
Man. I'm gonna get this from my wife. She loves stuff like that.
Dude, Marie would love this, bro. Like, Steph would help. You say less. Like if you got that and she got into it.
She would get into it because obviously this is what she do at our own home. So,
bro,
off the hinges. She would be off. She wouldn't know what to do with herself.
Her and Steph wouldn't stop.
Oh man! So, like I mentioned in the description, game comes out. It drops January 15th. Even though it's a game release of this week, but it's in 2026. So here you go. So got the pre-orders in now. Please do that because obviously you save a lot of money and you get some perks when you do the pre-orders. So I'm trying to see if they even have what it says with the pre-order.
Well, you get perks with the pre-orders? Hold on.
Yeah, you get Animal Crossing Horizon Switch 2 can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing the upgrade pack. But it doesn't say nothing about the pre-orders now. It just says pre-orders are coming soon. So that's about it. All right, so get the pre-order in when this hits the scene if you are into that. I know I am. For my granddaughter and my wife, they're going to definitely love a game like this. I've slept on Animal Crossings because obviously I'm not, I say a kid anymore because I would have played this as a kid for sure. But as an adult, I'm more into the games that I play, the top 10 like I mentioned. So, but I did get Bubble Bobble. So I do have that little 10-year-old inner me still like, granddaughter is damn, yeah, she's gonna be like, damn, Papa, thank you for this game. So on that note, we're gonna head over to the next game on the list, which is gonna be a little bit different tune here.
What do you mean a little bit?
A little bit different tune we go from Animal Crossings to this right here.
It better not be a horror game, I swear, dude.
We already know what the game is. We already talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah, what did we say? What we were talking about, the game you've been playing so much, and then now you get to talk about it. The one game that you and Nyxi played that y'all both liked. Don't say it. Just if you get it in your head, we just talked about it. And remember, I said it's kind of like Invincible, but it's not the Invincible.
I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but here we go. Here is the trailer of.
Okay, I get it.
Dispatch. Here you go. Did it hit play? There we go. So we got Dispatch, a superhero decision-making process of the game. I'll let it read up first, and then I'll read out. I'll let it talk. So the artwork reminds me of Invincible, big time.
I was a little drunk.
I love it. Dispatch, a superhero comedic narrative-driven game developed by Ad Hoc Studios. Players will assume the responsibility of managing a superhero team from any and all aspects. Make key narrative decisions to balance emerging threats around the city, interpersonal relations between the team, and becoming a true superhero. Dispatch has been out on all platforms recently, but PlayStation 5, PC as well on Steam. So check this out. Like I said, to me, it's totally the designers of Invincible, the Prime Video comic series from book to screen, looks like the same artists and everything. So now you got it.
I play this game. I don't care how you play it. I don't care what platform you play it on. Just play this game. I'll tell you what platform you're not playing it on, Xbox.
Why not?
Because it ain't on there.
Take your clothes off.
It's not on. Oh, it's not on Xbox. Gotcha.
I was shocked. I was like, it's not on Xbox.
It's better.
It's on PlayStation 5, PC, and Switch. Xbox did not get this.
It's on Switch?
That's what the trailer's for.
Wow.
Because Dispatch is already out. This is because it's coming out.
Yeah, I know it's been out, but
it's Switch.
But it's coming out on PS5 and PC now.
I didn't even realize it's on PS5 and PC. It's coming out on Switch.
On Switch. Okay, gotcha.
But it's not coming out on Xbox.
Wow. That's right, Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. So there you go. I had that right in front of me and just totally didn't pay attention to it.
Terry's right. Do not play this in front of your kids.
This is not a kid game. If you watch Invincible on Prime, put the kids to bed before you play this game. Or send them outside to play in the front yard or the backyard. Say, hey, I gotta watch something real quick. 20, 30 minutes, come back in.
Yeah.
Or let me play for an hour and then y'all can come back in the room.
Like
don't have your kids in the room playing this game, but it's a fun game for adults.
It's very much an adult game. A lot of adult humor, nudity. Like, don't do it.
Yes, if you watched Invincible, if you watched The Boys, that's what we're talking about. But it's still a good. Even though it has that R rated on it, it's still a good video game. It is an awesome video game.
It's like Baldur's Gate. I like the R.
I'm downloading this game.
It's great.
Offline and maybe on stream. This is gonna happen on a Mind Green TV this year. So in 2020.
That's what I keep hearing, Chase. It's by the new studio that the old Telltale devs made.
Right.
So it plays like a Telltale game. Yeah.
And ad hoc is like a play on words there. So they made ad hoc.
We just got rated by Anton Line.
Oh, what's up, Anton Line? Tiger Lily and crew. Thank you.
Sup Raiders.
What's up, Raiders? Coming on in. What's up, Tiger? What's up, Deadshot Devi? Yeah. Yes, indeed.
I'm still gonna brag again. Tiger Lily. I just platinumed it last night. I was so happy. It took like 36 hours, but I got it done.
And he's real about that life, so I know he did it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So that's gonna be a game I'm gonna download too. I'm gonna probably get. I'm old school. I gotta get the disc. I can't not have.
I don't think it has a disc.
Oh, it doesn't.
Unless Limited Run makes one and it doesn't have a disc.
Really? Didn't know that. Okay.
It's only $30. That's the other thing. This ain't a full price. It's only like $30.
Oh, that's awesome buy. That's an awesome. Oh, that's birthday gift material.
And it didn't get nothing at the Game Awards.
I'm putting this on my birthday list, but I'm gonna want it sooner.
They got robbed.
But I got enough games to deal with the time between now and then. So we're good. I got Indiana Jones game. I got Hogwarts I got to finish. I got Pokemon Z to finish. I have Hyrule Warriors. I have Bubble Bobble. So I'm good until February 16th. So there you go. But this game is going to be coming out now this week on PlayStation 5 and Steam. So your PC. So there you go. You're welcome. And cheap buy. I said 2026 is going to be great. Yes, it is. Tiger Lily. Yes, indeed. And there it is. Game releases of the week. Wrapped up with Dispatch there. So I know you're excited. You already beat it, didn't you? You said platinum?
I platinumed it. I'm done. I got all the trophies possible. I'm done. I did 3 playthroughs, 36 hours.
Right.
I'm done. I got, like I said,
work. That's what you put in that work.
You know, I might go back. I was just going to tell you, I might go back to Hogwarts Legacy with you because I have hours in that one. I could beat it. I saw Steph beat it, but I mean, like, for the sake of just going through it with you, I might make that my next game that I just kind of continue and finish.
There you go. Hey, thank you. Appreciate you for that.
Well, also, it's just that's what 2026 should be about, like starting what you finish, you know.
Exactly.
Or finish what you start.
Easy. Yeah. Easy breezy. All right, on that note, we're going to head to another commercial break. We'll be back with what's on stream. See you in a second. See you in 17 seconds to be exact.
Whether you're deep in the digital world or out exploring the great outdoors, Slide Drink keeps the good times rolling. So power up your play with Slide Boost for energy, Slide Chill to relax, and Slide Dream to recover. No matter where your adventures take you, explore with Slide. Refresh, recharge, and repeat.
All right, as we're getting ready. But yeah, you got to be about that life to finish that stuff, to get it going again, get it started. All right. So I'm getting ready we got Devil May Cry. Actually, we got the assets here. Where we at? They're way down here. What's on stream? Oh.
Row, row, row your boat gently up the... sorry. Excuse me. It's time for What's on Stream.
So what's on stream? Like I've been mentioning, we've been breaking down. Well, I've been breaking down. Eventually, we're gonna get Akido. He's gonna watch Fallout, so he's gonna be able to conversate with me in this for next when we watch Fallout. But this is Devil May Cry season 1. Green season 2 has been green lighted. It starts in May in 2026. So this is season 1, episode 7, At the Gates of Paradise. So in this is ideology, destiny, and consequence finally collide in this episode. I'll get to the video here in a minute. The episode shifts the season from discovery into decision, forcing every major character to confront what they believe and what they are willing to sacrifice to protect it. So it's a lot going on. So let me get a video up here. Let me do this. That was a little only thing I forgot to do in the setup is get the video going. It's like, what? Paste. Let me see. Ooh, here we go. Oh, yes, this is it. This is another good one to have. And this one comes with a disclaimer. Actually, I will mute that. And I will put this up here. And here we go. It is a crazy intro right there. So Paradise isn't what it seems here on this episode 2 or episode 7 of Devil May Cry. The episode opens with the promise of paradise. That's what it says in the title, obviously. And as we found out last episode who the White Rabbit is, and not as a place of peace, but as a concept. The rabbit's end game becomes clearer. So paradise isn't salvation for everyone. It's control, filtered through belief and then power and selective mercy because of what happened to him. And basically the PTSD that he had from when he was trying to rescue the demons from basically hell. We got a buffering going on with the video. Sorry about that, but I'll push on. So he was a leader of demons that was trying to help out. And then he turned. That's what turned him when all those demons died. And now this is his master plan. So what's been teased all season long stands fully exposed here in episode 7. So the line between the demon and the human isn't just blurred. It is irrelevant to the truth. Like I say, to the true conflict of what's going on there. And then you see, the rabbit about to go at it with Dante and the other demons that are there. So the line, the real question is who gets to decide the future that happens in this setting here. Is it going to be the White Rabbit or is it going to be Dante? Is he going to suffice? But you kind of know where these things, and he chopped his face off. He didn't even chop his head off. He chopped his face off right there. So this is the opening scene of the episode where they're going at it. That's the sword of Sparta that White Rabbit had gotten and put together. And as you see, fighting with Dante, and Dante is that dude, so he doesn't get hit at all. But Dante stands at the crossroads emotionally and literally, right? Fighting that White Rabbit, physically, but then emotionally, dealing with that, now fully aware of his origins, because he's learned about that, his dad was the king or something of Sparta. His mom kind of, giving him and his brother the amulets to have around their neck as their kids. He kind of put all the pieces together, literally, just like the White Rabbit did with the necklace. So he finds himself caught between these worlds, knowing that he's part demon, neither fully accepting nor rejecting on both by either side here. So he's putting up the fact I am part demon and I am part human. And then this is another series that you do not watch with the littles in the house, because there's some blood, there's some gore going on, if you can see here on the screen. And White Rabbit there, he got kind of like a bane kind of mechanism connected to his chest there, so he's becoming even more powerful in the fight scene there. So anything you see here, I know you haven't watched it, Akido, but anything you want to add so far and what you're seeing in this second to last episode of the series, 8 episodes that they have out on Netflix?
Yeah, like, I don't know why y'all do this.
Who's
if you
y'all?
See someone fall into the water.
Okay.
Make sure dude's dead. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Like I hate
double tap. It's called double tapping.
Double tap. I can't. I would never let a big giant main villain fall into an ocean or something. Just be like, oh, okay.
He's dead.
He's gone now.
They're dead. No, you double tap it. You go jump in the water. And finish the job. I'm with you on that, dog.
You need to make sure.
Right.
They do this every time.
They do this. I mean, that's why I do horror movies for 31 days, because it teaches you how to double tap, finish the job, execute. We talked about execution for New Year's resolutions, right? Follow through on that. So Dante is following through. He's handling his business against all the demons that get thrown his way that are the henchmen for the White Rabbit here in this series. So as Dante figures out, okay, I'm a child of both worlds. Then we have a little resolve here with the ladies resolve arc is tested, or resolve is tested. So that's the commander of Darkcom, who was the last surviving member of Darkcom that got taken out by all the demons that the White Rabbit was in control of. So ladies arc takes a major step forward here. Her rigid worldview, because of how her upbringing was, she was in a household, her and her brother, but her dad, goes crazy and overthinks what his mom, or what he finds out about the world, that there are demons in the world. If you remember that from a couple episodes ago, where Lady Ark's father start researching demons, and he ended up becoming one himself. I think he became a vampire, and that's where you saw him eat his mother, or their mother, his wife. He bites her on the neck and changes her. So with her rigid view, that's why she's a badass soldier in Darkcom, right? Because she's seen her father, basically bite her mom on the neck, and it doesn't get any more like, okay, you welcome. This is the world you're in right now. As the screen is buffering, I'll take it off for now. But that's the part of Devil May Cry where it's not in the game. I don't think this part is in the game, is it?
I don't believe so. None of that at all. Yeah.
So they didn't add it on layers of stories, which is great. So you got the hunters versus the demons. So it begins to fracture under the weight of what she's seen and learned, because she believed in demons being all bad, but really not realizing that they are good. That's why before he became a White Rabbit was trying to rescue these demons from hell, from Hades, pretty much. And so the truth complicated her mission, because forcing her to question whether justice and or vengeance are really the same thing, So her interactions in this episode show restraint, hesitation, and then growth, because then she finds that these demons are actually no different than the humans that are running from these demons that are the baddies, that are the bad demons out there. So she isn't weaker. She just, like I just mentioned, that you're going to be doing when you learn how to play Madden. You're going to be evolving into a well-rounded gamer, Akido.
You said like a Pokemon.
Or a game, yeah, or a Pokemon. There you go. Which one you want to do? All right.
I'm gonna pick not Charizard, a Blastoise. That's right, Marie. You almost caught me slipping. Never Charizard. Only Blastoise.
So the whole philosophy of the White Rabbit here is the rabbit steps fully into finally his spotlight, as we know, not as a monster, but as a believer. His vision of paradise, where he was trying to bring the demons from hell to earth and solemn so they could be protected, is disturbingly calm. It's almost reasonable to a point, even though he's killed all the Darkcom squad back in episode 5, destroyed them, but then also is saying, look, I'm only a product of what happened. I got a switch got flipped in me when I saw the people I was trying to help come to earth, and y'all killed them, and you didn't let me hide them, And we got my wife. She chimed in. She said, "You love Charizard." See what you started now.
I know. That's so funny. She's gonna catch me slipping one of these.
All right, I'm trying to talk about Dante, and Pokemon is trying to take over up here, and Devil May Cry. Here we go. Let's finish. Focus. Devil May Cry. Let's wrap this up. Then we can get into the Pokemon talk. So. Is White Rabbit really a baddie?
I think he's a byproduct of some messed up situations, like most supervillains.
Exactly.
You said in his foster home and stuff, you got people. One, stop bullying people. Y'all making supervillains out here.
Hey, that's what happens.
That's what happened to. Well, I won't say him. I won't even bring his name.
A lot of people.
A lot of villains in comic books, in the movies, and
in real life.
In real life, they think
stop bullying people.
They don't realize they the baddies until they see how many people they didn't killed or what have you. So that's where White Rabbit's at, right? But he's in the place. He's this. So he doesn't see himself as a villain. He sees himself as a corrective force. So he's correcting. To him, he's correcting things that went the other way, where it should have went this way. So willing to burn the world down to rebuild it properly. That's how he looks at it. His ideology challenges Dante's in ways brute force never could. So this isn't a battle of strength. This is a battle of meaning. So that right there sounds just like Thanos, right? Thanos was like, look, we got a problem. It's called humans or good people. Let me just go get this glove and then do this. And then we reset back to zero. Let's just do that. That's basically what White Rabbit, he is the Thanos of Devil May Cry. And this is episode 7. So all the damage has been done. So season 2, we already think about it. It's going to be Dante repairing everything and battling more demons that White Rabbit may summon, or it might be a whole new host of villains that come up in season 2. Only you know, because you played the game online, what other villains are out there. A little
bit. This is way different.
I was saying this. Yeah, it's already.
There's only one thing that I know for sure that was mentioned in here briefly that you have not mentioned, and that's probably a big thing for season 2, and that's in every Devil May Cry, and that's Virgil.
See, don't know. I haven't played it yet either. I have it on my backlog. Backlog Buster. That's one of the games in my backlog. I bought it on Xbox. You were here. It's Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3.
That's on sale right now on PlayStation as well.
I bought it for $20. The hard disc. I got the disc back right behind me, bro. So yes,
I might buy it on PlayStation. You get Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $14.99 on PlayStation.
Oh, they have 4.
They have 5.
I think I got 1, 2, 3.
You have 1, 2, and 3, but they're up to 5 now.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I gotta step my game up. But let me get through them 3 first. It's gonna be a fast gameplay because I like it. I could tell it's a fast gameplay. It's looter shooter. You bang bang. It's like Bayonetta.
Dude, Bayonetta.
I said that wrong.
Oh, you're good. That's exactly what it is. Like Devil May Cry is OG Bayonetta.
Right. So those 2 games I played Bayonetta a little bit more, but I didn't finish it. But I was like, I like this pace because it's fast. So from that standpoint, some of the themes and the takeaways of this episode, At the Gates Paradise, very heavy with the purpose. So you got paradise versus freedom. You got identity versus destiny, because the identity of White Rabbit was exposed where he was actually a savior. He was trying to save people, but then when those people he saved got killed like instantly when they were walking into Earth, that's when he changed his destiny. He's like, hey, you know what? I was trying to be a good guy, but y'all pushed me into this space. Then you know what? You just want me to be evil? You want me to shoot and kill? I will do that. I'm going to be that dude. So there you go. And then belief versus choice. So it was a choice he made. Even though he was kind of pushed into it, he still had a choice. Like you always have a choice before you do something, to think about it or to rationalize and say, hey, I know what I'm about to do is good or this is going to be bad. What's that moment that's going to say to you, okay, I got to go this way, because if I go that way, it's going to be something that I may regret or may not, what I'm saying. You hear me? So that's where we find ourselves in this episode. So that's why this is the final, second to last episode of the season 1 series. So is paradise worth if it's built without constant? So the episode asked that powerful question: is paradise worth it if it's built without consent? Without consent. So why this episode matters: it sets the philosophical stakes of the finale, which we know is coming up. It reframes the rabbit as a true ideological antagonist to Dante, and it positions Dante as not a weapon, but as a deciding force. Because obviously, if there's no Dante there, then we know what White Rabbit does is going to happen. But with Dante being there, it's going to not happen. He's going to be. We got somebody that's going to help out. He's a force. You
gotta always have choice. I think that's whether in whatever situation it be, whatever game situation it is, whatever, even with Thanos and stuff. I mean, that's always been the thing, is that if you have one person that decides that they know better than everybody else and tries to make a decision for everybody else with no choice from or consent even from the people who he's trying to make it for him, even if he thinks it's beneficial. If other people are like, I don't know, or other people are just like flat out no, robbing people of the choice is, what makes you a villain.
Exactly. You gotta. I mean, it's just like gamers. Like I remember, even I'm not gonna. I know I'm tying this into. We talking about Thanos and White Rabbit, but I knew coming in as a coach, my first year as an esports coach, I knew I had to give the gamers that I was going to have on my teams preferences in terms of certain things. Right. I wasn't, even though I had a connection with Lucid Sound, I still said to them, hey, you could bring your own headsets in, even though we got a sponsorship deal. But I know gamers, y'all want your own headsets. Y'all could bring your own mouse and keyboard in. You could bring your own controllers in. The only thing I think wasn't really a deal breaker, but, gaming chairs. Like we had sponsorship for gamer chairs too. So obviously that's a bigger item, but the smaller ones were easy to negotiate to say, hey, I have these only if you need it, but just know you could bring in your own, so me knowing that, because I'm a gamer too, but I'm not like the new generation, but I do have some preferences. I do like certain things when I'm gaming. I'm a controller guy, right? This, we talk about in nauseam on this podcast, that I'm a controller guy. I'm a hard disk or cartridge. You got to give me the physical thing, right? What's up, Juicine? How you doing? Coach Green, appreciate that. So yeah, just me. I got to grab the things, right? I got to have it. So I gave those kids choices. And so that's what White Rabbit didn't have. He didn't have a choice. He got pushed.
On that note too, though, I feel like people should have an open mind. Well, in the esports thing, with the sponsorship thing, though, that's a little bit different. Only because they're helping pay you, for the sponsorship in a way. But I mean, like when you got me these, I legit was like, dude, I bet these are gonna sound like crap. Like I got my $300 like Astros. These are gonna sound awesome. I put on these Lucid Sounds compared to the Razer ones I got up there, and I was like, man, these got some bass to them. I was like, well, hold up, let me at least hear them out. So
hey, well, you're hearing them out. So shout out to Lucid Sound and Power Ray on that. And Jillian, what's up, man? He was linebacker in the game I just coached. And he was one hell of a player. We had a dude. He's a dude. Julian's a dude. So hopefully he could continue his dudum playing college football. I think he's already going somewhere, I believe, playing linebacker. He's a smart linebacker too. He plays smart, not harder sometimes, which you got to do out there. And then I gotta get you on the sticks, Julian. I gotta see where you're at as a gamer. If you're not Xbox, if you Madden, if you Call of Duty, if you're Tekken 8, any of those games I play. So, but yeah, that's the wrap on one more comment from Devil May Cry, though, is it confirms the end game won't come clean or painless, all right, for what's about to happen in episode 8, season finale for Devil May Cry. So if anybody want to watch all the episodes, you can. It'd be next week I'm talking about it, so it's only 7 episodes. You could catch them all up in a week's time, and we could break down season 8 or episode 8 for the season finale next week when we have what's on stream popping to you. All right. He says he plays Rainbow Six Siege. That's right. We did talk about that. And he just bought Madden 26. So yeah. So drop the gamer tag in the Discord so I can reach out to you, Julian, and we can have we have some fun playing. We'll be playing online. We got Madden on Sunday and college football on Monday. So there you go. Here on Ahman Green, NIL TV Esports and Ahman Green TV. So we'll be back and forth between 2 channels. And so on that note, the last segment of the show, we get to my gamer. We need to get audio, some things for the gamer tips of the week. Here coming up, Ahman Gamers Tips of the Week. And we're talking about sports games, Julian, right up your alley. And we are talking about, in sports games, manage the substitutions and the rotations of your best players. So that means rotations of fresh players matter. Smart substitutions keeps your team performing at peak levels and can be the difference in late games. And this is something I started doing on my Madden and college football, where you could go to coach settings and flick it over to
your player substitutions, and when you sub out a player, is making sure you keep a player fresh. That means it's always a new player in there when the first player gets tired. So obviously the pace of your game never slows down. That means you always got the person that is not actually the best player, but they're fresh. They're not tired. They're not exhausted, even though they're not as the caliber. For example, when I came out the game, Najee Davenport came in or Tony Fisher came in. We were some players, some people didn't look at us as the same type of player, but, we all had different styles of running backs. But Najee, he comes in, he's 250. I was 220. And I think Tony, he was bigger than me too. He was 230. So we're all different weights. So that's a problem for any defender trying to tackle us. So those little subtle differences, you keeping a fresh running back in the game. What do you think was happening with our run game, Akido?
I'm sure they would swap it up. I'm sure they wouldn't see it coming by the time they got subbed out to where you came in. You probably were like, oh, dang, he quit.
Right, I'm fresh. And then Najee's fresh. And then Tony's fresh. So when everybody is in the game that is fresh, and you got 250, like Najee was 250 coming down here and fresh. We called it fresh legs. We call them salad. Fresh like a fresh salad. That's what we call fresh. That's what we call fresh legs in the NFL. We say, oh, we got salad on the field. We got a nice fresh salad with some ranch dressing on the side. There we go. We call those fresh legs. So in the game of Madden or 2K or NHL or MLB to show, the tip is tired players perform poorly. That means they can't do their job. Keep your lineup fresh with using substitutions strategically. And as I said, keep the fresh players on the field. Even the fresh players in the Madden game or on the 2K game are just as good as the starters being in the game. So so remember that. And so what you do is practice by learning when to sub players to maintain the peak performance in your game. So what I do, I sub right at the beginning of the game. So as soon as the ball's kicked off, if I'm on offense or defense, because offense, you don't need to do it on offense, which is interesting, but I think you could do it. I did it this past game and it worked out for me. But on defense, you sub in at the beginning of the game and then you have to sub in no more. Or you put the coach settings on keep fresh selection, and then you don't have to do it the rest of the game. So that means it's always going to keep a fresh player in at the D lineman position, at the linebacker, at the left corner, the right corner, the strong safety, the free safety, whatever. They always going to keep new players in the game. But you got to go to coach settings. I know it's in Madden. It may be I'm sorry, it's EA games. So EA games are all the same. So EA Madden, EA college football, EA hockey, and EA FC, which is soccer. I think all those would be the same and have subs coming in. Because if you play FIFA, it tells you that a player's tired, and then you get them off the field. You sub in enough fresh player too. So dealing with sports games, that's something you got to do. Dealing in shooters or RTS is not really the issue. Just basically it's a KDA thing, or it's basically a dead or alive thing when you're playing, or elimination thing in a shooter. But for sports games, you got to make sure it's in the game, like the EA said, it's in the game. You got to make sure you sub in those fresh players, those fresh salad players. They got them fresh legs. So, all right, we got Jillian says, well, he says, I finally got the cast off. Oh yeah, my man Jillian, like I said, this dude, he was a dude. He was playing with a cast on his forearm. He had broke his wrist or something, and was still out there balling.
They let him do that?
Yeah, you could do that. As long as you gotta put a nub on. They make you put foam. So if you have a cast like a broke hand, and you like a linebacker or offensive lineman, somebody that's not handling the ball, they'll let you play, but you got to put a foam cast over it so you protect it from the other players from getting hurt. But you could still go out there and do your thing, and that's what he did in the All-Star game. So he was one of our better players on defense. So shout out to my man Julian. And so we might see him.
I'm gonna have to look up a Google image of this.
Yeah, go type in Mike Wall, 2003. I think he broke his hand, and he had to play with a nub. Wall is spelled WAHWAHLE. Wall. That's how you spelled it. So man, we're at the end of the show, and that video is still buffering, so we're gonna never see the end of that Devil May Cry video. So appreciate everybody coming in the chat. We had a good conversation with Nyxi, good friend of mine, and also in the media space, as I am, working for EA, working for other companies. It's fantastic that she was able to come in, drop some knowledge, get some insight, and we'll probably see her here on Call of Duty on Mondays and Tuesdays. All right. So everyone, thank you for coming in to My Gamers Lounge, where gaming, sports, and life all collide. We hope you enjoy the show. Have a happy New Year's. Bring it in safely and fun. And I hope you got your daily dose of gaming here and insightful, good conversation that we had between Devil May Cry, Nyxi, and some of the video games that we were playing. Look who's calling. And he should know I'm doing a podcast right now. You see that name? He should know I'm doing a podcast right now. He forgot. So I got to mute him, one of my guys, one of our gaming buddies there. So be sure to follow on YouTube, subscribe on Twitch, on X, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. And also we're on TikTok, NIL TV Esports on TikTok, and Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge on TikTok. Please go to those places, subscribe, share, retweet, repost, all that stuff. Click the link in my bio on Instagram.
I'll post it one more time
on Ahman Green 30 to get all that information. All right. So be sure you follow us, subscribe to the podcast as well. There's a lot of stuff going on Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge on YouTube, not just this show. I have Believe in Packers, where I talk about my Packers and break down, and they're going to the playoffs. They gotten a little beat up, but they're doing good. But they got one more tough game against the Minnesota Vikings, and then they could be going into the playoffs. So they'll be playing into January. I'm glad for that. So I'll be doing breakdown of their game as well. So that's Believe in Packers. That's on Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge on my YouTube or NIL TV Esports, both places. What's up, Bear fan? Thanks for jumping in. Move to the next subject. Let me see where we at here. I'm just breaking it down. Oh, it's just YouTube's here. Those are there and there. That was the last thing I talked about there, Bear fan. And so join in our community of gamers. So make sure you jump into Discord. Until next time, keep gaming strong, staying passionate about it. And I'm your host, Ahman Green, along with my co-host, Akido Chinaru. So we're about to get out of here because we're about to have we got New Year's coming up. Well, we'll be playing some Halo here in a couple hours. Here I'm saying maybe like 6 to 8.
Man, Steph hungry. I'm hungry.
I'm about to go eat too. It's 4:30, so dinner time is here. So.
I ain't playing nothing unless I'm eating.
Oh, but yeah,
I'll be more trash than normal.
No, we're gonna get some get the food in you then, because I don't want you to be trash when we jump on the Halo.
He's like, watch, I'm still gonna be trash. He'll be like, I thought you ate. I'm like, I did.
But yeah, follow us on the social medias, everything you see below. And there was the practice part of the gamer tip of the week. It just dropped off, but you can VOD this. It's gonna be up later tomorrow. So enjoy. Like I said, I'm your host, Ahman Green, along with Akido Chinaru. About to be out. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate every y'all on all the platforms we've been on today. All right, let's go. We got to get out of here now. We got to put all the nice banners up. We got to say this.
Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you guys.
Happy
probably
New
before
Year.
2020. No.
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see you in 2026.
Yeah, we'll see you in 2025 right now, because we'll be on the Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge Halo. We're going to be on some Infinite, even though it's the last iteration of it. There we go. So we're not going. We're going to see y'all in a few. If you're going to jump in the podcast here or in the stream here in about 2 hour and a half. So there you go. Artie's
been wanting to play some Mario Kart with his dad. I promised I'll play him.
Oh, yeah. You got to do that.
I'm going to order food, and then I think I might try to play with him for like an hour before we get on. And then I'll probably see if I can jump on after that.
All right. Well, there you go. So everybody,
gotta be a dad.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I turn on the music. We're about to get out of here. Start waving. All the music. All right. Peace.